Hello everyone, my name's Cadens, and welcome back to more The 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Last time, we finally got done with a huge route that was filled of nothing but fighting. And then we moved our way all the way back to a route that I actually ended up starting a while ago, but now we actually can go through it more, which is the conspiracy route, which I'm very concerned on. Now, we did end off technically over here on day 35, I think, but, well, we're not going to destroy Siri. How about that? Let's see what happens if we don't destroy Siri. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Should we kill him? No. I decided that I know we could have gone a lot longer last time, but with how many endings we were getting, I was like, maybe I should slow down, like, because I reached the limit of, like, characters I could type on a YouTube title with the previous title. So, yeah, I kind of need to end it early so I could fit all that, to make it obvious what endings I was getting. Anyways, no, let's not destroy him. It's your future. No, I think that's a little too savage.
Nothing can be too savage when it comes to someone who's willing to brainwash people.
I know, but I don't want to give up on the possibility of a more peaceful approach. I just feel like destroying Siri to stop fighting would come to no good in the end.
You're going to start spouting that soft-hard drivel now.
Sorry.
That said, it is true that ending things peacefully would be our best option. Alright, we'll come up with another solution. Let's give it some more thought.
Why do I feel like we're about to die? Nothing occurred to either of us.
We got nothing.
Just let me give it a little more thought. I still don't want to commit to something as dangerous as destroying Siri.
Still haven't thought of anything, have you?
I told you we're not destroying Siri.
Fine, do as you please.
With those parting words, Kurara left the room, or so I thought. I looked to see Kurara standing shocked still in the open doorway. What happened? Oh dear. I believe I should be the one asking you two that. Siri! Well, whatever the case may be, it doesn't change what I need to do. That was fast. Route 19. Conspiracy route. Out of ideas. Fantastic. 19 endings, though. How wonderful. Alright, after decision, we're destroying the stupid egg. Alright, let's destroy Siri. I don't think we have any other choice.
Fine by me. It's just the kind of shake-up this place could use. But destroying him won't be a simple matter. Maybe we should take a page out of that lunatic Ato's book? If I recall correctly, he actually managed it in your last timeline, didn't he? He asked to speak with Siri alone while the rest of us were sleeping, under the guise of learning how to use Himayama. And once he did transform, he immediately used his class weapon to destroy Siri.
Yeah, and he pulled it off in my previous 100 days. Siri did blow Ato up when he made his move, but the Revive-O-Matic brought him right back to life. He showed up afterwards feigning ignorance about the whole incident.
Of course, we'll just need to come up with some sort of setup. We'll only get one shot at this.
Problem is, what should that setup be? Siri is going to be much more cautious of us calling on him now than he was back with Ato. Huh? Who is it? It's me.
It's me, Nigo. There's something I'd like to talk with you about. May I come in?
You said Nigo, but should we assume it's really Goto? Nigo can't have come back somehow, can he? What color's the envelope?
Oh, what's this now? Some kind of password? Well, some well-known song lyrics, perhaps?
A chill run down my spine. For whatever reason, Nigo's original personality seemed to have reasserted itself.
Sorry, just my little joke.
Huh?
The envelope is red, and so is the pill.
Hey! So not funny.
Well, then, pardon the intrusion. Oh, Kurara Suzuki. Does this mean...
Yeah, I want her over to our side. We were just planning on how we were going to persuade the others to get on board as well.
So you're Goto. So it's your fault that my brain is at its boiling point right now. Oh my, sorry. I know it all too well that I'm asking the impossible.
Let's put that aside. You had something you wanted to talk about?
Actually, I only mentioned that as an excuse to come visit you as Nigo. It's entirely possible that someone else could have seen me come here after all. What I really wanted was to come and check on how your efforts were going. I assume Kararo's the only one you managed to persuade so far.
Yeah, so far at least. But what are you doing here? You said you'd be at the second to last Defense Academy running maintenance on the escape pod. That should be plenty to keep you busy. Can't you leave the persuading me, or is the maintenance finished already?
Oh, I must not have told you. The escape pod maintenance is all performed remotely. So I'll be here at the school the whole time until departure. By the way, I'm doing maintenance at this very moment. I'll most certainly have to work up until the very last minute to get it done.
Huh. Okay.
Back to the subject of persuading everyone. Do you think you can do it in a day or two?
No, at least not if we do everything above board.
Above board?
Yeah, so we figured destroying Siri might make the job more feasible.
You'll destroy him?
Convincing everyone without him noticing will be difficult. No, frankly, it'd be straight up impossible. That being the case, we thought it might be best to take Siri out of the equation first.
I see, so that's your move. It's such a clever strategy, I'm not sure why I didn't think of it before. Oh hey, I just thought of something brilliant.
Huh?
Something brilliant. To destroy Siri, we'll need to call him to some place that's deserted at the time. And you're the perfect lump of metal for the job. You can do it for us, Goto. If you tell him after there's an emergency sometime after lights out, and ask him to come with you, we'll be able to trap him without any fear of raising suspicion.
That's not a bad idea. Cross plans certainly sound like the most natural approach. Will you do it?
Of course. It should really be me taking care of everything, so I'll do whatever I can to help. I swear by the name of the anti-Exodus faction, I'll make this operation a success.
Alright, here we go. Things are about to get rough. Bong.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Is your hat a different color?
You never know. Well then.
I swear it wasn't always blue. That night I felt strangely conflicted. I was extremely anxious about our plan, and yet it didn't feel real. We were actually going to destroy Siri. We figured out the plan step by step. Goto, pretending to be Nigo, would soon lead Siri here. He'd tell him that something crazy had happened in the cafeteria and to come quickly. When he got here, I would be waiting for him. I'd be in my class armor and ready to attack. Bravo would be on standby in an empty classroom nearby, ready to deal with any unforeseen developments. Goto would give the signal to attack. Being the closest to Siri, it would be easiest for him to gauge when he let his guard down. It seemed like the perfect plan, other than the fact that I didn't really want to destroy Siri. But I'd have to set those feelings aside. The door opened. So, what the heck's going on in here?
Huh?
You said there was some emergency in the cafeteria.
Oh yes, sir. We have to deal with it this very minute, or it will get completely out of hand.
Really? Because I don't see anything here to deal with. Are you sure you didn't just hear some bugs skittering around, or something equally pointless? Suddenly, Goto looked my way. His eyes met mine from the hiding place in the shadows. Now go. And on Goto's mark... Oh, how much you want to bet that? Oh dear. Destroy... I feel like we already know what's going to end up being the route, the choice that continues the route further, but I want to know. I'm too curious. What's going to happen? Is Siri just going to blow all of us up? Why? I committed to this plan, so I had to go through with it. I should have made up my mind a long time ago. But I was frozen, unsure if this was really the right thing to do. Oh ho ho! What are you doing here, Sumino? Damn.
Wait, you got the wrong idea. We weren't doing anything shady or underhanded. This is Flash Mob. Yes, that's it. Yeah, right. A Flash Mob surprise.
Fine, if that's all that it is.
Phew, see.
You seriously think I'd buy that? Oh dear.
Why would you try to get the jump on your beloved commanding officer like this?
Oh god, he's got two.
I have no idea what's going on here.
He's got two batons.
But it's all too clear you two are in too deep to turn back. In which case, I'll gladly throw myself body and soul into taking you on.
Do you have a soul? That sharp retort from Stereo was the last thing I remember. From there, my memories cut short. Completely and utterly faded clean away. I just got turned to ash. Siray's true power. Faltering resolve. That was a bit too obvious, but I had to know. Like, come on. Alright, let's actually destroy him this time. Bing bong. And destroy Siray. Yes, yes, of course, we're gonna destroy him. I was just too curious about what would happen if I didn't. I just get turned into the ash baby is what basically happens. Your future. Goodbye, egg. Sorry. What the? I wonder if it was like this for Ato as well. Oh dear. It was incredibly easy cutting Siray in half. And the next instant, I'm gone. I blacked out on the spot alongside a fit of intense pain. Incredible. Day 36.
Come on, just how long are you going to sleep? Get up already.
I woke up to Kurara's voice and slowly realized that I was back in my room. Did it work?
It sure did. You did splendidly. You split Siray clean in two. Then he activated the bomb in your chest and blew you in the bits. The drone carried the pieces to the infirmary, and once you were reassembled, I brought you back here. You spent the night out cold, and now here we are. I've already cleaned up the mess that your blood and Siri's remains left behind, of course.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
But the next step is going to be crucial. Do you remember our plan for today?
Yeah. We were going to meet up with the rest of the team in the cafeteria and try to persuade them to join us. Now that Siri was out of the picture, there wasn't any need to sneak around and talk to them one by one.
I already told the others to meet us in the cafeteria at noon. It's almost that time now. We should get going.
I just had to hope it would all work out. And yet that hope was a frighteningly cold and detached one. Yeah, I don't have positive feelings about all this. When Kurara and I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone except Siray, Goto, and Ato was there.
Oh, you two. You got some balls calling us here and then showing up last.
Sorry. Never mind that. Just hurry up and tell us what you wanted to talk to us about. Judging from that timid expression of yours, Miss Sumino, it's something serious. Not to mention that it's so rare for you to be the one to reach out to us, Kurara.
Right? I can understand if it was Takumi making the call. I simply took a little interest in how my slaves were doing. Nothing more.
Who are you calling slaves? Oh, wait. Where are Siri and Nigo? You must have called them here too, right?
Nigo is busy with an art test, so he's an excuse. As for Siri.
Kurara glanced my way. I took that as my signal to speak. Siri's not coming. Rather, he can't. He can't. Is he out on an excursion somewhere? I answered honestly. Last night, I tricked Siri into meeting me and destroyed him. Just like Ado did in my previous timeline.
Say what?
You destroyed him? I understand, it must be hard to believe, but it's the truth.
If you like, I can show you his remains later.
And you? Are you an accomplice to this, Kurara?
Wait, hold on. What do you mean you destroyed him?
Takumi, Kurara, have you gone crazy? Are you like Ito now?
You must have had some reason, right?
Well, I told everyone the events of the past 3 days, not holding anything back. Only Hiroko noted that her head was in a daze like mine had been. When I offered her one of the pills, she took it without hesitation. And lastly, here. Each member of the team had their own brainwashing concerning their reasons for fighting. I handed them all the envelopes with the clues about those reasons, all except Ava, of course. We already knew all about her brainwashing, after all. Everyone else reacted to the envelopes in different ways. I don't think I'll look at mine. I'll pass as well.
I ain't looking either. Feels like it won't be me anymore if I do.
Some chose not to look at their envelopes, same as me.
No, it can't be true.
We need to read more, Kako. But this can't be. It has to be a lie.
That's right. I mean, no matter how awful the existence mine is guaranteed to be, this can't be part of it.
Some opened their envelopes and were shocked at the contents.
I just don't know what to think of this. It's so shocking, it actually makes me feel less queasy.
To think there'd come a day when my soul would be denied like this.
This isn't a work shoot, is it?
And there were those who opened the envelope but were at a loss of from how unreal it seemed. Each had their own reactions, but they were all equally confused. I'm sure you all have different thoughts on this. Some of you might not even accept it, but I'm asking you to trust me. I want you to believe what I'm telling you so we can all escape together. The tense silence held like a sheet of thin ice.
Sorry, but...
Nozomi began to speak, softly treading upon that thin ice and forming the first cracks.
I'm still only half convinced. It sounds so impossible that my reason for fighting was implanted in my mind. I still think it's worth believing in. The only way things can make sense is if I trust what I know is real. Even so, even if my reason for fighting is a lie, I don't know if that means I should give up. If we give up now, wouldn't everything we've done here become totally meaningless? The fear, the bravery, the battles, how we've learned to care for one another. The sadness at losing our friends. Nozomi. I don't want all that to be in vain. I can't bear to think that there was no point in our time here.
It was the same as when I'd persuade Kurara. Not wanting all our fighting to be pointless, not wanting to think all that we'd suffered through had been for nothing. I understood Nozomi's feelings painfully well. But because I understood, I knew exactly what to say. Everything we did. Why are you giving me this choice game? You know what I'm gonna do to end up seeing more endings. Am I just gonna get, like, torn apart by the rest of the class if I do this? I'm honestly scared. Everything we did... Oh, come on, why? I have to see it, because I need to see all the endings. I just don't know if I want to see them all right now. Because this hurts. I don't know, man. No, I have to see it. It's gonna be painful now. I'm kind of hoping Goto becomes the one with two shock sticks. First off, let me just check. Is it obvious? Yeah, it's pretty dang obvious. This route might be the one with the most endings so far. Yeah, because this route alone has, at the moment, 6 endings already, exclusively to it. I knew that I should tell everyone that it had been pointless, but I couldn't say anything, because I understood how they felt after fighting all this time. On top of that, I didn't want to believe that it was all pointless either.
You're staying quiet because you feel the same way, right, Takumi? You don't really want to accept that your reason for fighting is a lie and give up, do you? That's not... No, I know that's it. Otherwise your face wouldn't look so pained this whole time. You didn't want to expose us to such a painful truth, but it was something you had to tell us all the same. That's why it's hurting you so much, isn't it? It's not like... I caught the lie before I could finish it. The lie about it not hurting. About doing what I did or didn't want to do. Because if I was being honest, I didn't want to give up the fight even now. Whether or not all these days up until now meant anything is something we have to decide for ourselves. I think if we want it to mean something, we should keep fighting. It was only when Nozomi spelled it out like that I first realized the truth. Those were the words I wanted to say all along. We should keep fighting. We don't have to run away. I felt like a light was finally shining on the path I should walk. I didn't want to give up.
Oh dear!
Yeah, well, this is one way to do it.
I tried so hard to tell
Everybody,
you not to
we're
fight.
about to die.
Why wouldn't you listen? How unfortunate. I didn't want to be the one doing the killing, but...
Bye-bye, everybody. We're all dead. We all just explode. Liar.
Great.
We have officially gotten... Wait, well, technically we officially got it a little while ago, but we have 1/5 of the endings done. Anyways, let's get back to the point. I was kind of hoping Goto would just bring out 2 shock batons, but him just blowing us all up also works too. But I was hoping he'd just start smacking everybody. But no, it was all pointless. That's right. It was all pointless. But that's... Whether or not it meant anything is something only we can decide. Well, in that case, I don't want it to mean anything.
My life, our lives, aren't lived for the sake of giving meaning to the past. It may be sad, and even unbearable at times, but we should abandon the past for the sake of our future.
When you put it that way.
Still, I won't force you. If any of you don't believe me, or if you still want to stay at the school and fight, that's fine too. Do whatever you feel's right. I went on to share the schedule that Goto had prepared beforehand with everyone. Anyone who wants to escape with me, meet at the parking lot at 7 a.m. tomorrow. We'll take the school bus to second to last Defense Academy. Apparently, there's an escape pod there.
I will simply do as I am ordered.
After a few seconds of silence, and Ava, the only one among us with a different perspective, spoke up and looked around. No one spoke up after her, but I could tell that not a single one of them wasn't going to show up tomorrow. I didn't have any solid basis for that belief, but I felt it in my gut. The gloomy atmosphere of despair that dominated the cafeteria was all the proof I needed. Well, damn. I was the first to leave the cafeteria and escape to my room. No one spoke up to me or wanted to hear more details. I somehow felt extremely exhausted, despite the fact that I did practically nothing and only spoke words that I'd already planned to say. I collapsed into my bed as if my battery were completely spent, and just as I was about to let my consciousness slip away... Who is it?
It's me, Goto. I'm coming in. I heard from Kurama that you were able to thoroughly convince everyone. Thank you, truly. I'm glad I can count on you.
How about on your side? Is the escape pod maintenance going to be finished in time? A cliche twist like the pod breaking down just as we're about to take off is something I can do without.
You needn't worry about that. Leave it all to me. Once you get there, literally all you have to do is push the button to launch. Now we simply have to ride out the rest of the time peacefully until tomorrow. And by the way, about Ava. I'll undo her brainwashing and leave her here on the planet, if that's alright with you. Of course, I'll be sure to do it right, so she won't become an issue down the line.
Yeah, that's not a problem. She was originally an enemy, and yet it wouldn't have felt right, leaving her brainwashed like that. There may not have been any reason to bring her to the artificial satellite, but that didn't mean we needed to kill her. Then this really brings it all to the finish line. I'm really relieved. I thought for sure you'd bring up some more stuff I needed to do. Why? Wait a minute, I just realized there's another thing that might be a problem. I completely forgot about Shion. I feel like Shion's going to get very angry soon.
Well, about that.
No, I got a bad feeling about this.
I do have one more request to ask of you, but I promise this will be the last one.
Let's hear it.
When you get to the official satellite, I'll need to apologize to all of you. I'm sure you'll be very angry when you hear what I've done, but I hope you'll allow me to properly apologize all the same.
That depends. What do you want to apologize for?
First and foremost, I should apologize to you personally, Takumi. You see, everything in those red envelopes was a lie.
I'm going to strangle you, Goto. What?
For example, the death certificate Kurara found in her envelope. Her father isn't really dead. Well, that's say he might be dead, but I don't actually know. I made the whole thing up.
Whoa, wait a sec. You said you saw the brainwashing logs on the machine in the infirmary.
Yes, I did in fact see them. From what I could analyze, the most recent process was to make the recipients more obedient to Sire. That was the nature of what was done to your team. Some of you, at least. And you were brainwashed, that much is certain. The red pill taking effect is proof of that. But everything else I told you before, your reasons for fighting being distorted by the brainwashing, that was all fabrication. All a lie. I created them based on information I found in your profiles.
Why would you do that?
To give some credibility to what I told you. To drive you all deep into despair so you wouldn't stop fighting. So you would want to stop fighting.
I didn't know whether whether what I was feeling was shock or outrage.
But on the other hand, everything else I told you was completely true. The memory experiments being conducted at Kamakura General Hospital and the school being filled with technology based on that research, that's all undeniable fact. I'm sorry for tricking you. I really am, but I did for your own good.
The guilt from lying to me must have really gotten to Goto. He went on and on, talking more than he ever had before. What choices did I have before me? 1, believe what Goto is saying and forgive him. 2, believe what Goto is saying but don't forgive him. 3, don't believe what Goto is saying. 4, give in to anger and destroy Goto. 5, give up on escaping to the artificial satellite. Other than that, what do those options matter at this point? It's fine. I'd already come this far. All I could do now is believe and forgive Goto. Doing that and returning to the artificial satellite was the only way my choices up to this point would finally pay off. Day 37. Bong, bing, bong. I'm dead, troops!
Get prepared. Just be ready to
I'm
give
dead,
your
troops. Alright. Hmm. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, what? Conspiracy route. Lambs to the slaughter. Okay, that was okay. That was an extremely abrupt end, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. That was an insanely abrupt end, actually. So how many endings have we gotten now? Like 3, I think? So we've officially completed the conspiracy route. We even got the achievement for it. I forgot to even say that, but we did complete the conspiracy route. So now we get to go back even further, and now is where things are going to start becoming extremely interesting. We are now far enough back in the point where both Gaku and Kurawa are alive, so they are both alive now, which is fascinating. But now we're also at a very other interesting point, which is, we're not going to let Hiroko destroy Nigo. Alright. Just don't destroy Nigo. So I'm really curious what's going to end up happening here, because technically speaking, we let her destroy her last time, and yet Nigo still lived. So what's going to happen? Like, what's exactly going to be different here? I don't get it. Let Hiroko destroy Nigo? No, stop her. We let it happen last time, but... Stop it. Don't destroy don't destroy the marshmallow. Hold on, Hiroko. I can't let you do this. I stood in her way. I had to intervene. Are you serious? Oh, now I'm fully convinced. Something isn't right with you. With me? What do you mean? If you really don't know, I'll tell you my theory. Siri's done something to you. Just like he did to Ava.
Wait a minute. What are you saying, Hiroko?
Are you implying he's been brainwashed?
Huh?
Brainwashed? What? You're messing with me. I'm the same Takumi I've always been. Nothing weird here. But in that case, what's the strange unease I feel in my chest? Hiroko's words trigger my suspicion. Why was I so ready to believe Sire? I didn't even question what was going on with Ava.
Hey, you good, Takumi? You don't look so good.
I feared as much. That's all the more reason for you to just stand back and watch. It'll all become clear once I destroy Nigo. Hiro adjusted her stance and took aim at Nigo. Oh god, she's really gonna destroy him. I can't let that happen. Stop! Tried to stop her, but my body wouldn't move. It was just then. Why me? What happened? When I came to, everyone was laid out on the ground. I couldn't so much as move a finger. Why did I have to get laid out, though? That flash, that impact. Could it be?
Cripes, Nigo, what are you doing? I wish you could just keep things together for 2 minutes.
Oh, we're gonna
needing
become
me
like
to
Sirei
intervene.
super fans, aren't we? Sirei had shown up at some point and was now grumbling to himself.
Who knew the insurance I set up to keep Ava from running away would come in so handy?
Oh no, please.
Now, I'm going to have to cover up all of the brainwashing too.
Oh, great.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to replace everyone's memories with some more peaceful ones.
Please stop altering our heads.
You. Oh, you're awake. I guess you heard all that.
Help.
huh?
Did you mess with my memory?
Oops. I must not have done a great job.
You stupid
Yikes,
egg.
What a nuisance. Well, that tears it. Time to take some more drastic measures.
Oh no.
It seems like you know far too much.
I know everything at this point, you stupid egg. Sirei slowly approached me as I tried in vain to move.
What are you going to do?
Don't worry. I'm just gonna make these 100 days very easy
Oh
on you.
no.
Now then, close your
No.
eyes.
My vision was enshrouded in darkness. Oh no.
Hey, talk to me.
What the? What?
Huh?
Hi.
You've been spacing all the way out, dude.
I came to it in a familiar classroom. Gaku was eyeing me suspiciously.
Snap out of it, man. Didn't you get enough sleep last night?
Oh no.
What is going on? Why Gaku?
Well, I guess. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
It can't be that important if you forgot it.
Alright. Gaku shrugged and sipped on his milk.
You might have a point.
There was a carton in front of me with a straw in it as well. I brought it to my lips and took a sip. The lukewarm milk flooded in my mouth. As I savored it, thoughts bubbled up to the surface of my mind.
Huh?
Hey, Gaku.
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't you hate how there's always a little bit left in the carton after even after you're trying to drink the whole thing?
Ah.
You suck all you want, tilt it at any angle, but there's always some left.
Wow, thanks for subjecting me to your pointless shower thought.
Hey, it's not pointless. It's related to what we were just talking about. It's like the frustration you feel when you're trying to remember something but you can't quite get there. Trying to suck up that last bit of milk is the same deal. That's still a pointless shower thought if you ask me.
Huh?
Doesn't bother you?
Ugh.
Not at all, dude. Once I can't get any more milk out of it, I just huck it. I was unsettled by what he just said. Maybe even slightly shocked. I was so sure Gaku would know what I was trying to say, but
Ah.
that doesn't feel like a waste to you?
Ugh.
Dude, I might be poor, but I'm not desperate for 2 drops of milk. The juice isn't worth the squeeze, if you know what I mean.
Huh?
It's not about whether or not it's worth it. It's about the feeling. Do you really waste your time thinking about this stuff while you drink your milk, bro? Sorry, but that's kind of a real freaking lame.
Hey!
Shut up. I know I'm not alone on this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? I would agree with you.
Ah.
Okay, I'll try imagine what all of them would say, starting with Takemaru.
No freaking way. He'd flip out and be like,
Why?
I ain't got time for dumb shit like that.
Why are we just being bros with Gaku right now?
Yeah. It's pretty hard to imagine him trying to methodically extract every last drop. Same for Kurata, Tsubasa, and Hiruko?
I don't even think Kurata would deign to sip milk out of a carton.
Maybe
The
a chalice.
twins and Yugamu wouldn't do it either. In fact, nobody with a good-looking face would be caught dead doing it.
What about Nozomi?
Because you end up looking real dumb and ugly trying to forcibly suck stuff through a straw.
Thanks, asshole. Sounds like Gaku's own personal twisted reasoning, and I think he's trying to insult me.
Okay, then what about Shoma and Moko?
Sure, I guess Shoma would agree. But I'm not sure about Moko. She's surprisingly sensitive. I guess she could go either way.
That sounds about right to me.
And next I thought of Darmi and Kyoshika and found myself at a loss for words. How would they have responded? They're gone now. I never get the opportunity to pick their brains over meaningless stuff like this ever again.
Ugh.
Something bothering you? Oh, no. That leaves Nozomi, right? Nozomi seemed like she would cleanly and neatly drink the entire carton. What about Karua? Nozomi? I think she's the least likely to do it out of anyone. Why's that? The more polite and nice a girl is, the more she's likely to secretly be totally nasty. You know, like the type of girl who'd throw out a cake you gave her with a smile. No, Nozomi would never. You don't get it, man. Girls are terrifying. I know. I've seen some wild stuff. Why does it sound like you're bragging? Where'd you get these ideas about women anyway? I mean, I guess from my part-time jobs and stuff. Gaku's eyes darted around. Anyway, Shoma's the only one who would for sure, which means you're in the minority. I felt strangely irritated seeing how smug Gaku looked about this. Maybe what he said about Nozomi had gone to me. Hey, we don't know for sure. We have to ask.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that the results aren't going to change, but do you want to bet on it? If 3 other people say they'd try to drink everything in the carton, we'll say you win. If 2 or less people agree, I win. Getting 3 people to agree with me feels achievable. Fine, what are we betting? Gaku sat and thought for a moment before a wicked grin spread across his face.
You'll help me with a little something I've been cooking up behind the scenes.
I really dislike this. Please tell me it's not something that's going to upset the girls. You're an asshole. Fine, whatever. I just won't lose then. And if I win, you better stop making weird assumptions about Nozomi. Sure thing. Report back to me when you're done asking everyone then. I already know how this is going to end, though. You're making me do all the work. Fine. My pointless shower thought ended up in an equally pointless wager. Well, I thought this is better than constantly thinking about war. Guess I'll start by asking anyone who seems like they're not busy. I don't like this. This feels weird. I started by asking Takamaru in the parking lot if he went out of his way to try and drink every last drop in the milk carton, but...
I ain't got time for dumb shit like that.
Got it, thanks. It wasn't the answer I wanted, but it was the one I expected.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but that's my answer.
So Takamaru's a no then. Looks like you get what you see with him. On to the next. There's Moko. She seems health conscious, so I have some faith she'll be on my side.
Milk cartons? Sorry, but no thank.
Oh, you don't like them? I'm surprised. Seems healthy.
I mean, if I want to add protein, I have to get it out of the carton, right?
Oh, I guess so.
My recent fave is honey and liquid sweetener cocktail. It's an efficient way to get 20 times the calories of a normal person.
Is that even a drink for humans? I guess that's a no from Moko. Too bad, I'd hope. On to the next. Hoping this would be my moment to score a victory, I asked Shoma the same question. Oh, you want to know if I drink every last drop in a carton of milk? Yeah, hearing you say it makes it sound so pointless, so I'm sorry to ask, but... It's okay. Nothing out there is more pointless than I am, so... If that's the question, I don't drink every last drop. Huh? I'm kind of surprised. I mean, doesn't milk carton dregs sound like an insult? I'd feel rather sympathetic to the milk that's left behind to rot. I can't bring myself to drink it because of the guilt I'd feel. I'm sorry for this pathetic answer. I'm worth less than moldy carton scum. No way, Shoma was the one person I was sure I had on my side. This doesn't bode well for me. Anyway, I'm getting hungry. I'll have some lunch and then ask around some more. Resuming my quest for positive responses, I arrived at the biolab. What's going on? I don't understand. I'm beyond confused. Yama's there. Such a profound question. Yeah, well, I had a feeling you'd say no, but my answer is yes. I'd drink it all up. Wait, really? Didn't you know? All the great assassins drink the milk. Myself included. I don't waste a drop. It was my first time hearing about the milk situation in the murder business, but I guess I shouldn't have made up assumptions. Even if this is just a single vote for yes, it's an important one. Glad I could be of help. Well, since you're here, how about a little bit of massage? I really wish you wouldn't just casually throw that out like that, like a friend offering a beer. Yagama's weird in his side. I was starting to have hope. I just need to keep this momentum going. I went to see the twins, hoping that they at least one of them would give me the answer I needed.
Every drop in the carton? I don't go that far. It's embarrassing when you suck on the straw too hard and it makes that weird noise.
Same here, Mrs. Sumino. Do you always have to go out of your way to polish it off completely?
Hey!
Don't look at me like that. I'm starting to feel like a weirdo. Well, it's no big deal. Everyone has their quirks. Speaking of milk, I have an utterly wild story to tell you that I heard from a host I know.
Hey, Ima.
I probably don't want to hear whatever it is. Anyway, let's know who wins the bet.
Do your best, Takumi.
I wasn't sure how exactly I was meant to do my best, but I moved on to my next location. We're not winning this bet, are we? I held out hope and questioned Tsubasa. Unfortunately...
I never really thought that, but trying to get every last drop seems a little annoying to me, I guess.
I see. Sorry for the weird question.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm more concerned about whatever Gaku's planning. There's no way it's anything good. Be careful, okay?
At least everyone knows that I'm being forced by Gaku at this point. Thanks for the warning. I'm starting to get a lot more worried about what would happen when I lost. I'm at least glad that people understand. After asking 7 people today, I only had a single vote. I think I might have made a bad bet. Still, I never imagined this pointless thought would carry me through the whole day. I had a feeling I've been thinking something more important before I got on the subject, but, hey? If I can't remember, I guess it's not that important. Where's the fog? No, the fog! I had a dream that night. Someone was saying something to me. These mellow days will continue forever and ever. Nothing of note will happen. Time will pass peacefully and quietly. And you will have fun and enjoy it. But if that's not what you want, maybe you should turn back. Once again, these mellow days will continue forever and ever into eternity. Proceeding means you've accepted this. You're ready, right? Then the voice disappeared into the darkness, and I fell further into a deep, restful sleep. Why is it asking me to save? Dong, bing, bong.
Get ready for you. Prepare. Be ready to give your...
Shut up, egg. Looks like no sign of an enemy attack today. I guess I'll go ask my question up to all the people that I didn't ask yesterday. Oh my god, is he gonna... I think I might know what's going on. Is Siri going to erase our memories of every battle that happens, meaning we're not doing any battles? We're technically not doing any battles in gameplay, but we're doing actual battles, but we just never see them? I felt a bit goofy for doing this over multiple days, but there was no turning back now. Besides, peace is a good thing. First up for questioning today would be Nozomi.
What a unique question. I knew you were going around asking everyone about something, but I didn't think it was going to be this.
Stop, I'll get embarrassed. Well, what about you, Nozomi?
Sorry, Takumi, but if I answer honestly, I don't try to suck up every last drop.
Right, sorry for asking a weird question. A really weird one at that.
It's totally okay. I'm not bothered at all.
I knew Nozomi was good. She'd never be secretly bad. There's just no way she is, but... Hey, Nozomi, can I ask another question while I'm here? You wouldn't impulsively take a cake and... Huh? Forget it. Ah, crap. Why am I letting Gaku's delusions get to me? I better pull myself together and move on to the next person. Is this gonna end up being the Gaku ending? The cold gaze Hiriko gave me in response to my question was 8 times more painful than I'd imagined.
This is easily among the top most pointless questions ever asked.
Hey!
Sorry, I can't even argue that.
Well, my answer is no. I don't waste my time with such nonsense.
I'm really sorry, you're right, honestly. Damn, I haven't gotten even one more vote today. This isn't looking good. Who haven't I asked yet? Ava? Thinking of Ava made me feel a twinge of discomfort. It was like something about her made me feel uneasy. That discomfort was quickly replaced by irritation. I'll just go find Kurara for now. Why is the fog here?
Huh? What absolute tripe?
I guess it was a waste to ask.
Excuse me, how utterly disrespectful you say that when it's my time being wasted, you filthy commoner. I would never stoop to sucking on some cheap milk carton anyway. It's all the more ludicrous. If you want to ask vulgar questions, you should ask someone vulgar, like Kyoshika.
Kyoshika?
That's right, she should be hanging around here
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. She's not alive. She's dead. What are you talking about? Come on, Kurara. That's not funny.
What are you talking about?
I'm the one who should be asking that. Why would you say that of all things?
Were you speaking of me?
What the fuck? Why are you here? What? You gave me a fright. My ears are ringing.
You scream like you just saw a ghost or something.
A ghost, right. This only makes sense if she really is a ghost. I mean, I saw the attack that killed her. It happened right in front of my eyes. Yeah, we watched you die. Don't even try and pull this. We watched you stab that big-ass bomb and then vanish forever, turning into nothing but cinders. So why are you here? What? Siri, how? This is not brainwash. Not you, phone. But we watched... It's brainwashing, not hallucinations. Oh, you're here too.
If you keep yelling in the common area, I'm seriously gonna kill myself.
I'm with Takumi. No way. Darumi too. But we watched you get choked out and stabbed through the stomach. Stomach, heart, whatever. Point is, we watched you die. This is how it happened. Stab. Does it count as a stab if it's with your hand? I mean, it's technically stabbing through. Anyways, point is, you should be dead too. So why are you two here? You two don't exist right now. So I don't actually at all understand how you're here.
Kyoshika, try to keep yelling restricted to the times you're taking care of yourself in your room. Oh, what does she sound like? Is she a grunter?
I stifled myself with a pillow. What? What's going on? Am I dreaming? The two dead girls are here, speaking and breathing right in front of me, as if nothing ever happened. Oh, you two seem to be faring much better. Now we're A-okay in terms of fighting power. Siri, what do you mean they're faring better? They died.
Are you sleepwalking or something? It's normal to die in battle.
Sure, the Revival-matic had a bit of a malfunction and it took a moment to get them back, but I'm sure I told you they were already up and about. Samurai only get stronger when they come back from the brink of death.
I want to kill the guy that killed me.
Siri told me.
Took you guys long.
Shut up, phone.
Took you guys long enough. I was tired of waiting.
Were you worried about us?
Absolutely not. Fewer members means more work for me. Oh wow, you don't see additional sundays like this in the wild anymore.
Seeing the scene playing out in front of me made me feel like things were as they should be. Kyoshika and Darumi were alive. They survived. That's all that matters. No, I don't like this. This is weird. After asking everyone, I found out Darumi tries to drink every last drop of milk too, scoring me a total of 2 votes. But that was the end for me. I lost the bet. The idea of telling Gaku the outcome was really weighing me down. Or would have if I didn't have other things on my mind. I was more concerned with how I'd drawn such a horrible conclusion about what happened to Darumi and Kyoshika. It's no use. I'm too tired to get my thoughts in order. My consciousness faded, pulling me into sleep that felt like a white haze. I do not like this. I do not like this at all. Why are we seeing this? Dong ding dong. I have attained the powers of God, Takumi. I can bring your friends back from the dead. Morning again. Spent all of yesterday on something totally meaningless. Should have been confronting our life or death situation, but the idea of losing the bed made me frustrated. Maybe there's something I can do. Oh, what the... What? I actually get a bit surprised by this. Oh, what? I don't... Wait, this is weird. What's gonna happen here? I'm half expecting that Darumi and Kyoshika are gonna say, like, oh, we're not feeling too well. We can't fight right now. Damn, that's practically on cue. Familiar sound of the alarm snapped me back into cold reality. I can worry about milk cartons later. I need to hurry to the war room. I'm really half expecting that Kyoshika and... Oh, why are they here? Everyone was already gathered in the war room. Hark! The warrior has returned! Behold the glimmer of Kyoshika and the holy Jumonji sword anew!
I'm so tired though. I wish I could stay dead for another 3 or so days.
Kyoshika and Darumi. There they are, alive and well. I guess I really did just misunderstand what happened. What's the matter, Takumi?
You gonna pussy out? We need a real leader right now.
No, I'm fine. Let's go, guys.
Yes, I will kill and then kill some more.
Great. Looks like everything's been tuned just right. Let's get going then! Alright, let the blood flow. Wait, what's going... Hang on. I'm so confused. What's going on with Darumi and Kyoshika then? Sure, I can believe that... Sure, let's go with this. I can believe that Sirei is able to manipulate memories enough to cause hallucinations of seeing Kyoshika and Darumi alive. But that can't possibly change the reality of the fact that they're dead. Like, we're gonna try attacking with them and they're not gonna do jack. Like, surely. Okay. 1, 2... Oh, only 2 roots to protect. Are they gonna... She's there! Okay. What? You wanna know what's also gonna be funny? This is probably gonna be a way easier right now because this is so much earlier in the game that it's probably tuned for being much earlier. And I'm so overpowered at this point. I don't understand what's going on. Skip the battle, sure.
Oh, for the love of murder. That was no fun at all.
Be careful. I've detected a powerful enemy presence approaching.
Which one is
the
it?
headliner about to step into the ring?
I don't remember what happens. Which ones appear here? Oh, Adamaki. Adamaku. Hello, hatred.
How infuriating. How dare that bitch push me around. Who the hell does she think I am? I'm the great Adam Q, the paragon of hatred. You're all going down!
I would easily crush you, buddy, so I'm not worried about
He's so
skipping this.
fast. It's gonna be hard to hit him.
If we could just stop him, he'd be no more than rust on my holy Jumanji sword's blade.
I will say it's very nice to hear both Kyoshika and Darumi again. I just still am very uncomfortable with the fact that they're even alive to begin with because they should be dead. And I don't care about how much brainwashing you do. You can't brainwash somebody's corpse back to life.
Takumimi! We need
What?
the next chapter of your official strategy guide.
Oh, I've forgotten how much I missed your dialogue, Darumi. It has been... I remember her dialogue is some of my favorite, but we have barely been able to see any of it because of what's happened to her at the very beginning of the second 100 days. I'm also kind of happy that we're soon going to be getting back to the beginning where we can prevent her death.
I'm pretty sure traps were effective last time.
Then leave it to me. All fools who would dare oppose the old Suzukis will spend all eternity regretting their decision in hell!
I'm just worried about what's really happening here with these, with Darumi and Kyoshika. Because obviously they didn't get brought back to life, but if that's the case, then what's really happening here? Anyway, see ya, Adamaku. I'm not fighting you. Player win.
Once we stopped him in his tracks, it was no issue at all.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Then let's kill him already.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yo,
simple.
when this is done, we have to settle our bet, Takumi.
Don't remind me.
Huh? What's that? Something shining in the sky.
The sky?
Oh, hey, I forgot about you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Veshness. You are probably about my most minimal concern right now. I'm happy to see you, or well, actually, am I happy to see you? I'm not really afraid to see you, honestly. Oh, is this where you take? This is where you take Gaku and Wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Can I let Gaku die and just forget about the bet?
With this,
Please tell me that we have to do the same choice.
But you're dead.
Please tell me that we have the choice.
I mean, Kyoshika, she...
What did I do?
Oh, for God's sake.
I mean...
That fucked up freak ain't one of her own!
Careful. She'll be even stronger now that she has absorbed his power.
I'm so curious what's actually happening in reality right now.
We'll be in trouble if we don't stop her here and now. Take it from here, leader.
Right. Are we actually fighting you? Well, I'm also still skipping the fight. Am I just not gonna get to do a thing? Okay, that works.
To inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I seem to have underestimated you. Out of consideration for your effort, I will retreat.
Veshnez, can you please destroy this whole school?
But I will obtain that power and become God.
Could you please take Gaku?
I am the paragon of hope, Veshnez. Await my return with bated breath.
Supreme Commander simply turned and walked away, her high laugh echoing across the schoolyard. Yippee! Question mark?
Okay, talk to me. Let's hear it. How did Bet turn out?
It's not really the time.
I just don't want you to use this as an excuse to brush it off. Are you talking about the milk carton thing? You're still doing that? Oh, this is perfect. We can announce the winner in front of everyone. Go on, tell us if you manage to find 3 or more people who drink every last drop.
Crap, at this rate I'll lose a bet. But I've already asked everyone, and in the end I only got 2 people. Grit my teeth as I looked around at everyone's faces, when suddenly I had a realization. Right, there's one person left. One person I haven't asked.
You came here just to ask me this.
Ado, answer me, please. You're such an interesting person. Huh? Wait a minute, why is Ado here anyway? Wait, why are you here? You should be gone. I thought you ran off. What's the matter? Oh, nothing. Well, he's here now. I thought Darmi and Kyoshika were dead too, but they're back. It must be the same kind of thing. No need to worry about it, though. Not at all.
Yeah! Just answer me one thing, Ato. Do you drink every last drop or no?
I would take turns, and then he gave a coy smile and opened his mouth to answer. Right, I suppose I like to drink every last drop.
Are you serious? What the freak, man? I'm gonna have to plan my nighttime pool party all by myself.
Is that all you want to know? I could tell from the delighted look in Ado's eyes he'd done this for me as a favor and was going to make sure I didn't forget it. I can't believe he found a way to use this to get over on me. Ignoring Gaku's overdramatic laments, I was filled with uncertainty despite my win. How did this whole thing get started anyway? It was all so pointless. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. It was like my brain was covered by some kind of fog. Anytime he tries to reach the truth, it's just more and more fog. I don't like... Well, on the bright side, we don't have to listen to Gaku. Shut up, Egg. You brainwashed everyone to such a degree that people who are dead are coming back to life. I went already. At some point, I say I'd fallen into a deep sleep. Looks like I got mentally exhausted so easily lately. I get mentally exhausted. Sure hope it's not because I went back in time. Anyway, I should get to the cafeteria and eat some. We're gonna start seeing some horrifying things, I feel, at some point. What's going on here? When I got to the cafeteria, I could hear some sort of argument. Kurara was screaming angrily at Gaku and Takemaru. What happened?
Who did this? Give yourself up. Don't think you can hide from me.
Did somebody eat the curry again?
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about.
I ain't some kind of petty thief. This ain't real man behavior.
Really? Talk is cheap. Why should I believe that?
Petty thief? Someone take something from here?
Oh, look who it is. Exactly the type of sullen loser who would do something like this.
Kurara pointed at me with a quickness and shouted.
Confess, where did you hide my sock?
What the fuck is going on? Huh? Socks?
That's right, I woke up and they were gone. My favorite socks, 4 pairs of them at that. No one has ever perpetrated such a vulgar crime against the Usuzukis in all of history.
Vulgar? Seems kind of petty to me, actually. Why did you think I was the type who would just steal girls' socks anyway? That part was way more shocking than the actual crime. Anyway, how do you know they got stolen? Maybe you just lost them.
True, I've definitely lost a sock or two after a serious throwdown.
That's pretty weird in its own right. Yeah, how do you lose a sock in a fight? You should be wearing shoes in the first place, so... What?
I would never be so careless and sloppy. And I'm not the only victim either.
Suddenly, Kyoshika showed up with a concerned look. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is going on? My search as I may, I can't find them.
Wait, did you lose your socks too, Kyoshika? She did, but there's a silver lining to this for you, Kyoshika. If you were the only one who lost her socks, everyone would have assumed it was because of your abnormal personal proclivities.
Well, I never even got to wear them. Kyoshika's proclivities aside, knowing there were two victims changes things.
Well, you only think stolen were girl socks. This isn't the work of some pervert boy, I don't know what it is.
What do you want? Actually, no. There's another person you should be wondering about. Friggin' Darmy.
Either you fess up or I cast your—
Oh, God.
I twist your junk
Until you admit it.
I'm telling you, it ain't got shit to do with me. Why would I steal a girl's sock?
Pardon me, but has anyone seen my sock? Why are yours? What? I haven't been able to find them all morning. What's going on?
What?
Why? After that, once Kurara was done excoriating everyone in the vicinity.
You hear me? Unless you don't want me to carve pervert into your forehead, you'll bring the real culprit to me immediately.
And with that, she and Kyoshika took off.
Man, who would steal socks? I understand if it was a bra or something, but...
I smell a case afoot. This fits perfectly at the intersection of a slice of life and mystery. Mystery, huh? Right, the twins love pretending they're detectives. Hey, Ima, do you think Kako would be interested in the case? Oh, I suppose she might, but I'd really rather we kept her out of it. As her older brother, I can't have her getting involved in a potential sex crime. He has a point. I'd feel bad if it ended up traumatizing her.
And you're just gonna have to investigate it yourself, ain't you, Tagmi?
Why am I by myself, damn it?
Huh? Why me? Well, because Kurara suspects you the most. Up to later.
Why am I the suspect, you asshole? You are the one who's the most suspect.
Hey!
You only address me as leader when you want me to deal with something. Well, fine. Ima, did you lock your door the night you lost your socks? Pretty sure I did. But I only noticed that they were gone this morning. There's a chance someone might have snuck in a different day while I was out in my room.
I'm pretty sure Kurara said something similar.
Then that means everyone's a suspect. Guess I'll just have to make the rounds. Keep this as a secret from Kako. I don't want her to find out and try to get involved. Got it. I'll just have to come up with something if she asks. I also suggest you don't make assumptions about the gender of the perpetrator when it comes to the sex crimes. One time a coworker told me that a woman obsessed with the top host at our establishment snuck into his bathroom and...
Whoa. I thought you were trying not to traumatize people.
I kind of get the feeling I keep getting wrapped up in totally pointless busy work lately. Oh my god, this is what Siri wants. He wants us to get busy on so many pointless... Where every single day we're going to get caught up in something pointless. So that we just don't try and figure out the truth of things. Why am I the suspect? Despite all the investigative efforts in the afternoon, I made shockingly little progress. I inquired with every last person, but again, didn't get a single clue. I would have taken anything, even a vague witness testimony of a suspicious person on the prowl, but everyone seemed like they were being honest. I had no suspects. As far as I could see, anyway. It's too late now, but I'm annoyed I'm being forced to do all this legwork.
Well, it's time to study.
Understood. I look forward to this. Kako and Ava entered the library. They spread out dozens of encyclopedias and books on the desk as they chatted about something. What are you two doing?
Oh, Takumi. Well, actually, Officer Kako is providing me with military training.
That sounds dramatic. Military training?
That's what Ava seems to think, but I'm not actually going to teach her fighting strategies or anything. Ava doesn't seem to know much about us, so I thought I'd teach her.
Okay, they're just studying Earth culture. On closer inspection, Ava had a bag full of something by her feet. It was full of what looked like junk. I guess they're teaching materials. Well, I don't fully understand, but I'm happy to see it. I hate to get in their way, and like Ima said, I can't let Kako get involved with what's going on. I swear to God if it's actually Kako and Ava that are being the thieves. I exited the library and left the two of them to their fun. I swear to God. Decided to end my slow, fruitless investigation and go to bed. First milk cartons, now socks. It's really been the most pointless thing taking up all my time lately. Well, I guess that's the price of peace. Better get some sleep. I don't trust this at all. Dong, bing, bong.
Get ready for your...
Shut up, Egg! Back to investigating the Great Sock Caper, I suppose. But I don't see how searching aimlessly is going to get me anywhere. I need to find a way out of this plateau. Ava? Ato? I found myself in the courtyard. Ato? Why does this make me laugh? Why does this make me laugh? Ada was sitting comfortably in the cage in front of me.
Back again. How nice to see you, Takumi.
Hello, psychopath.
It's quite pleasant in here, but I do get rather bored.
Pleasant? That cage?
It's practically heaven to me. It means I don't have to see or hear any ugliness.
You can hear me. By which he means us humans.
Then it's odd that you'd be happy to see me. It must be unbearable for you to hear and see me.
You're special, Takumi. Your intrigue outweighs your ugliness.
I felt like I was seeing something I wasn't supposed to see as Ado spoke to me with such passionate heat in his gaze.
Now then, I suppose you're here because you have something to ask me.
You know anything about a sock thief?
If not, you wouldn't want to see me.
It was aggravating the way he saw right through me, but I swallowed my pride and explained the sock incident to him.
I see. I envy you guys.
Why?
How nice that you can afford to concern yourself with such trivial matters while we're trapped in a war zone.
I know.
I didn't come here to listen to your sarcasm. If you don't want to engage with this, I'm out.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm happy to play armchair detective for you. Give me a moment to think about it.
With that, Ado began to contemplate. Criminal trapped in the cage assisting with an investigation. I think that movie swept the Oscars. Thank you, game. The protagonist got advice about her case from a serial killer doctor. Is this referencing something? I don't know anything about movies. I'm not a movie watcher, really. I play lots of video games, but I barely watch any movies. So, I wouldn't know, but this sounds plausible. Ada might be able to rival him in terms of sheer lunacy. Come to think of it, didn't the doctor escape his prison in the end? He escaped.
Hey, Ato. You broke out of this cage before, right?
Why in the world are you bringing that up now, Takumi? It's true. I did successfully escape once.
Is it Ava?
But you caught me soon after. So now I'm here once again.
How did you...
Oh.
We caught him. When did that happen?
My head...
He's not there, is he?
So foggy.
Takumi? Are you okay, Takumi?
Huh? Good morning, Takumi. I was so worried. You passed out so suddenly. I did? How long was I? Just shy of an hour. Your hideous sleeping face was quite amusing. Finding out I was being observed by Ada while totally helpless has to be the worst thing to wake up to. Anyway, I have something to tell you now that you're awake. A little bit of advice came from my kid about your sock robbery case. Do you know who did it? I haven't worked out that much, but this might help.
What you see is not always the truth.
Well, that is what I... Considering the fact that I'm almost 99% sure you're an illusion, this is extremely vital information.
Huh?
What you see is not always the truth. God, what a typically Ato thing to say. But in some strange way, it clicked. Keep that in mind and you might be able to solve your mystery.
Huh?
Got it. Thanks. Now I've done you 2 favors, haven't I? 2. Right, I owe him after he sided with me in my wager with Gaku. You want to make a point card to keep track? What a wonderful idea. We'll like it when it's full, There's probably nothing I can do for you. I'll get you whatever you want from the Foodomatic or whatever it's called. I doubt that very much. Well, suit yourself. I'll be seeing you again, Takumi. In the meantime, I'll come up with a nice design for the stamp card. Is this guy serious? Maybe it was because of that strange fainting incident, but my head felt heavy. I decided not to push myself and went to bed early. Before returning to my room, I tried asking around about Ato, but they all told me the same story. He ran away, but we caught him. Everyone seems so sure that was exactly how it happened. I guess I just misremembered after all? Why did I go see him anyway? He's as dangerous as the killer in that movie. Maybe even more so. I shouldn't be having casual conversations with him. I don't want to keep owing him favors either. But still, the advice he gave me turned over and over in my head as I started to doze off. What you see is not always the truth. The truth. Where can I find the honest truth? Wait, whoa. Whoa. Pause. Am I going crazy? What happened? Why did we skip that many days? What?
Get ready, prepared, be ready to give you.
Morning again. Scratched my head and started to get out of bed when I was overcome with a bizarre sense of discomfort. Day 47? Something felt strange about that date, the date in the announcement. I couldn't explain exactly what it was, but... Oh, come on.
In true defense...
Is somebody gonna be dead? I don't know. This route scares me because we don't know anything being real. I'm suddenly starting to get the same delusional feel that friggin' Chaos had and Noah had. Have to get to the war room. We're already playing the music. That's great. Everyone's already there. Explain what I knew about the commander behind the attack based on my knowledge from last time. An enemy that uses sound to induce hallucinations. Sounds like a horrible nuisance.
Sounds like the kind of sneaky gimmick a supernatural heal would use.
Yes, if this were shown in manga, the power of this ability would vary greatly depending on the importance of the antagonist who used it. Whatever it is, don't let yourself be fooled no matter what you see.
What you see is not always the truth, as they say.
I caught myself saying what Ado had said to me. It was strangely fitting. Do we have a strategy? We sure do, since Togmi warned me about this commander in advance. The music you hear right now is countering the enemy's hallucinatory abilities.
That's why you're playing this depressing-ass folk song?
That was weird no one was saying anything about it. But I guess this means we don't need to worry about the hallucinations.
Indeedy do. Now get out there and win.
Understood. I will kill them all post-haste. I'ma be honest, I think the hallucinations I don't know what hallucinations worse, the hallucinations from Siri or the one from the commander. They're both just as bad, honestly. You know, I feel like people might be wondering, why not skip these, like, intro cutscenes, like these cutscenes to all the battles, because considering they seem almost the same all the time. There's two reasons. One, they're very cool, and I don't like skipping them. But more importantly, too, I still think there's a chance that something's going to happen during one of these, like, these cutscenes that's going to be different from anything else we've seen, and I want to prepare in advance if that actually happens. Am I just going to be allowed to skip this fight, too? I'm starting to wonder if this route's going to just be called, like, the Sire route. Like, I don't really know what to consider this route anymore. I thought, at first, I would have thought it'd be Sire focused, considering, well, you know, Sire. Do I actually have to fight this time? No, I don't. Wave one end. Where are you, Taratami? And do you have a... What's his face here?
We don't need to worry about auditory attacks.
Hell yeah! And good fucking riddance to that annoying song, too.
Once we knew how it worked, it was no problem at all. Way to go, team leader!
Don't turn up the music.
I'm the one who actually countered it.
Shut up, Egg.
Wait, everyone, something's coming.
Turn the music back on. It's Taratami. Well, you're. Funnily enough, you say I don't have to worry about remembering your name, but Taratami is for some reason the name I remember the most. Taratami and Nugak. Maybe it's because I think they're the most interesting designs of the. Interesting designs and powers of the commanders. Nugak and Taratami have the most interesting ones because Taratami is an idol that can cause hallucinations, which I just find fascinating. And then Nugak is has a bunch of arms that he's bound himself to in his design. Plus, he can turn back time. And combined, they turn freaking Nugak into a disco ball. I mean, how can I not think of, always be interested in that? Anyways, see you later, loser. Yep, there's Nugak. Paragon of Charity. I do wonder if there's still going to be moments in the game where more commanders fuse. The only time we've seen it happen is with Valagarzo and is it Galavarzo? I think it's Valagarzo. But the point is, we've only ever seen it happen with Valagarzo and Dashing, or whatever her name is. The sniper thing and then the giant worm. And I'm wondering if we'll ever see any other fuse. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that both Veshnesses didn't try and fuse during the serial battles route. Hey, Nugak. To battle. Charity. Just now occurs to me, I don't even know what his moves do.
What's going on? Turn Tammy's wounds.
That commander can turn back time.
Huh? What kind of a garbage game lets the enemy save scum?
Exactly.
We need to take out Newkink, or things will just get worse and
It's
worse.
weird hearing the other characters say the commanders' names.
Looks like that's our only choice. We have to figure this out. This is my specialty! A show especially for you!
Goodbye, school. To be honest, that illusion is that's honestly the best illusion I could be seeing right now.
No way! Our school!
Stay calm. It's an illusion. Once we beat Term Tammy, it should go back to normal.
What a sight to behold! A double team maneuver of love and friendship!
Don't let the hallucination deceive you guys! Focus your attacks on Newgank!
Anyways, let's just skip this fight. I am victorious by doing jack all. Battle's over. With Tarumtami defeated, we could see the school as it really was again. But our relief was short-lived. While we were distracted, Veshnes made her move. Oh, okay. Before any of us could react, she swooped in and absorbed the cryptoglobin from Nugink and Tarumtami. She sucked up her comrades' power greedily, leaving them blackened, desiccated corpses, tossing them aside like garbage when she was done.
Veshnes.
Well done. Truly.
I wonder... Surely Veshnes has to notice how strange we're acting.
And so thoughtful of you to make an offering to me so that I might ascend to further greatness.
I just realized another big difference with this route. Shion. I completely forgot about Shion.
Yikes! She sucked up their cryptoglobin and got even stronger!
For fuck's sake! Let's beat her ass!
Don't be crazy! We're all run ragged!
Right. It would be suicide to challenge her after fighting 2 other commanders.
I could take it.
Fear not. I will not kill you here. I will prolong your lives while you are of use to me. Flounder and writhe, insects.
I like to imagine that Veshnes just hears us talking to the to the non-existent in reality Darumi and Kyoshika and just being very, very confused. They just left derisively. I can't speak.
Thank God.
I just like to imagine that in reality, that's what's actually happened. Like, Vetch is just very confused. Like, why are you two talking? Why are you all talking to like invisible people?
Murder.
Even though we managed to defeat 2 commanders, our defensive battle left a bitter taste in our mouth. As long as Vetch is alive, we'll never be able to win. And don't think I've forgotten about the fact that we've skipped like a good chunk of the days all of a sudden. And we're right back to this! After the battle, I dropped by the library. Kago and Ava were there, a mountain of books spread out before them.
Okay, let's get back to it. I am excited our mission resumed.
You are very excited. The bag stuff was something or other was beside Ava. Right, she brought it last time for some reason. Are you guys doing your cultural studies again?
Oh, Takumi. Yes, that's right. Ava's been so motivated to learn recently.
It seems like something Siri would be opposed to, but if he hasn't come to stop them, he must be giving them some tacit approval.
Will we continue our Christmas field training mission?
Christmas?
That's right. I explained to Ava all about the yearly events we have. It seems she's most interested in Christmas. She wants to practice so she can become Santa. A mighty man who can deliver military resources to the whole world in a single evening. Supply is essential to strategy, so his conduct is truly heroic. Right, that's why she wants to be like him. Indeed, a laudable goal. Be Santa.
I don't really think I get how she views Santa, but I guess I'm happy for her. Guess that means the bag beside her is her sack full of gifts. It's kind of disturbing, though, that it seems to be filled with weapons upon closer inspection, though. Struck by something, I suddenly lifted the bag. I stared with suspicion, not at the contents of the bag, but at the bag itself. Oh my god. You're joking. Is this a sock? This is a joke, right? This is a joke.
Oh, wow, it is. Ava had suddenly brought this with her and claimed it as her Santa sack, but looking more closely, it's a sock. Who knew a sock could stretch like that?
I had a hunch. I turned it back over, and sure enough, there were some stretched out letters written in permanent marker. Kyoshika. Great. Hey, Ava, do you have any other sacks like this?
But of course. I have ample sacks that I do not run out of in an emergency. I think she got mixed up because I told her we put presents in stockings.
Oh, for God's sake. Stockings! I never would have guessed this would happen. That's what... Stockings! Come to think of it, I saw this exact sock right after the incident came to light. It was so stretched out and filled with God knows what that I wasn't able to recognize it as a sock. And since Hima asked me to keep Kako out of it, I was even less inclined to look closely. In the end, I missed out on the truth right in front of me. What you see is not always the truth, huh? So the case suddenly solved, sparing me from the indignity of being labeled a perverted criminal. Ava did get scolded by Karara, but since it was clear she had no ill intent, things ended relatively peacefully. The case solved, but I still felt unsatisfied. Was it because Eido's prophetic words were right after all? Or was it something else? I don't like the fact that you're telling me to save game. I really don't. Okay, we didn't skip like 1,000 days ahead.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready,
Shut up,
be
Egg.
ready to get...
Oh no. I popped into the rec room to see an unusual combination of people. What is it this time? Oh.
Could we wrap this up already? We have limited time for leisure.
Oh no.
Shut up! I fucking know that, okay?
Takemaru and Yugami were playing cards. Poker, I guess? It was clear from Takemaru's greasy, sweat-drenched face who was losing.
God damn it. Okay? This hand'll do it.
You're calling, then. Let's show our hands.
Takemaru had a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight, while Yugami had a...
Full house.
Nice.
I win.
Ah, fuck!
Yugami scooped up what paltry amount of chips Takemaru had left. Looks like I was just in time to see the end of a long battle. Well then, I'll be sure to collect what we bet on. Yes, how exciting. Just out of curiosity, what was the bet? Oh, nothing too remarkable. Takuma will be my torture guinea pig for a week, that's all. Wow, that's even worse than I thought.
The man never goes back on his words. Do whatever you want with my guts.
I wish you'd be a little less willing. This isn't a butcher sale. Why would the person with the worst poker face in the world make such a suicidal bet anyway? I always thought your burly build would be perfect to experiment with. I haven't got anything as good in ages. I can feel the blood flowing to all the right places. Yagami waved his fingers lecherously, his expression one of pure ecstasy. Wait, I can't let you do that to one of your friends.
Tell me, I lost, fair and square. Don't pity me and make me look even worse.
Hey!
That's not it. As leader of this unit, I can't overlook a high-risk interaction between comrades. Obviously, this could be a problem for our group living situation, but it'd affect our future defensive battles too. I suppose you do have a point. But I'm an assassin. I respect the contract above all else. I'd be less than scum if I ignored what was agreed upon. Big words coming from a murderer. So for the sake of our leader, I have a suggestion. I'll offer you a rematch.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We'll play cards again some other time. If you win, your debt is cleared. But if I win, you'll be my guinea pig as originally promised. I see. He's making the biggest concession possible. But it's kind of more scary to see a killer being so rational and approachable. Sure. Does that work for you, Takemaru?
Hey! You didn't have to do that. I was ready for this. But I'll do it for a leader. Thanks, I guess.
Now then, when shall we have our rematch? Right. Come to think of it, Takemaru has no hope of winning right now. In a week. No, 10 days. You're asking for a loss? 10 is too many. I'll give you 9. Can't spell strychnine without 9. Fine. 9 days from now means a rematch is on day 57 then.
Hey, don't I get to say? I'm ready to go right now.
You'd lose again. I'm going to train you until it's time for your rematch.
Train me? I like the sound of that. Now things are heating up.
This was how, through some machination of fate, I end up trying to coach Takemaru to victory. Although I'm hardly a poker expert myself. Well, there's no turning back now. I'll just have to do whatever I can. This is even more pointless. Well, I don't know. Nothing makes sense. Shut up, Egg. First things first, I need to assess Takemaru's skills for myself. We had a casual match so I could see where he was at, but...
I got nothing to show for myself. Takumi, you gotta be a gangster to be this good. Which crew do you play for, huh?
I'm pretty bad at this, honestly. It's just that you're even worse than I imagined.
Damn it, I didn't expect much, but I never thought it was this bad. From what I can tell, you might be trying too hard for big hands. You keep busting after making Hail Mary plays.
Huh? You stupid or something? Why wouldn't I aim for the best of the best?
Also, your face completely gives away whether or not your hand is good. You need to bluff more.
Bluff? That's some coward shit right there.
Oh my god, who knew someone could be this poorly suited for poker? I still have no idea why he would make such a serious bet on a game he's so bad at. Okay, I'll start simple. We'll just have to work our way up from the bottom.
Take it away, Takumi. Takumi sensei.
Sensei.
You gotta draw a clear line between master and pupil when you teach. And I know you. Oh, now you're a lot stronger than me.
This guy can be surprisingly down to earth. I just wish he'd follow my lead when it comes to strategy too, but one thing at a time, I guess. Not that I think he'll be able to bluff even if I teach him. I'm not really suited to be a sensei, but let's do what we can until the day of the rematch.
Yeah, let's leave that past Yugami speechless.
Oh, jeez. Try to coach Takemaru through the game of poker as much as time would allow. Honestly, there wasn't a single day where I felt we got any results. Even if we still have time, it's almost impossible to imagine him being Yugami. Maybe I need to find another way. How many days? I'm paying very close attention to the number of days we have. Anyways, we're halfway through already.
Get prepared. Be ready to
Shut up, Egg. Now then, I need to come up with some ideas for how to train Takemaru. Right, maybe it'd help to make him play with other opponents. It could help me figure out what his strengths and weaknesses are.
Poker. Sounds fun.
Will you play with him then?
You know it. I'll accept any challenge from anybody, anytime. That's my motto.
Thanks. Let's do this then. Moko, she was physically tough, but there was no telling her poker skills. Maybe she'd be the perfect opponent after all. Is it gonna just be a battle of bad? Oh no.
Hell yeah, won!
You got me. Not bad, Takimaru.
Same to you. We've been going back and forth, but I'm gonna clinch this in the next hand.
Show me what you've got. You're not gonna get me tap out that easy.
What a shock. They've been equally matched so far, much to my surprise. Trading wins and losses. Just when I think Moko has him cornered, Takimaru claws his way back. Maybe Takimaru's getting the hang of it.
Aight, here we fucking go. This is how I win.
Oh no, Taki.
Suck on this! Killer full house!
Moko leapt up as if she'd been struck by some kind of invisible force, sending her chair flying.
How do you like that? You're finished.
Truly incredible, Takamaru. But looks like you didn't have what it takes to bring down Moko.
Mokomania.
Take this! My table-turning fish
Oh no.
Avalanche Royal Straight Flush!
Nice. Takimaru fucking dies. Faced with the reveal of Moko's incredible powerful hand, Takimaru did a somersault and fell face down on the floor. I wish we could have seen that.
Guess there's no need for a 10 count. You did well, Takimaru. Fine performance.
Performance? The all too even back and forth, the incredibly dramatic conclusion. All of it made me very aware of a certain possibility. Moko, don't tell me, were you intentionally holding back? Were you purposely trying to create a good storyline like you would for a pro wrestling match?
Oh, team leader, you're not supposed to just come out and say it. Well, I guess I still have some way to go if it was that easy for you to tell.
What? Are you telling me you were toying with me?
Oh no, Takimaru, I thought you knew and were just going along with it. I mean, you reacted so intensely whenever you lost and got so cocky whenever you won.
I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was playing straight and real serious.
Good lord, forget thinking they might be evenly matched. Takimaru's problem started way before we began his training. He got played like a fiddle and didn't even learn anything in the process. I'm sorry, Takimaru. I made a huge mistake when I chose your opponent. This is... After being so thoroughly elated, believing he finally had a good game, Takimaru didn't take the news lightly. After that, we had to end our training for the day. I guess I need to reconsider who might be the best suited to play against him. I'm still worried something's wrong here.
Get prepared.
Shut up, Egg. Now then, what to do for today's training? I think it might be important to let him get a proper feel for what it's like to win. They say success leads to improvement after all. Which means I need to find someone Takimaru can actually beat. In that case, I think I know who it has to be. Is it gonna be Shoma? Oh! A game of poker! Count me in! Oh god. Your enthusiasm is a huge help. Just to be sure, how much experience do you have with poker? There was a non-zero chance that she was an unexpected powerhouse like Moko. To be honest with you, I worship Darby from JoJo. Huh? I always wanted to play ever since I saw that one scene. Okay, so there's a chance. If Kyoshika is his opponent, Takimaru is sure to win. Just how bad is Taki?
So I'm playing you today, huh?
You sure are. What should we bet? How about our souls?
What? Our souls? What the hell, Takumi-sensei? I'm gonna straight dive for get my rematch with Yugamu.
I don't know at this point, man. I think you're just screwed regardless with Yugamu. Might as well go ahead and start getting used to maybe having 3 hands or something. He's gonna do something weird to you.
Hey!
Kyoshika, if you could lay off the manga references, that would be great. He'll take them seriously. Very well. I really want to yell good like Darby, though. And this is my sword, the Holy Jumonji sword. I told you to put that thing away. And so began their game.
Yeah! Take this! A straight!
Ha!
I'm
I
going
have a straight
to...
too. Does that mean it's a draw?
I'm gonna have a panic attack.
Wait, no, Kyoshika, that's not right. Those are all face cards and aces. And they're all the same suit. That's a royal flush.
What?
Oh, then I won!
Incredible.
Let's go! Full house! Now I win for sure.
Tuck.
I have a joker, so I guess I have a full house
Yeah.
too?
No, if you use the Joker like an ace, you have 4 of a kind.
What the hell?
I don't know, man.
Did I win again?
I'm just bashing my head on my knee right now.
Eat this! 1 pair!
Behold my royal flush.
That is a royal flush. I mean, no matter how you look at it, Takimaru loses, so...
Takimaru, just start getting used to having your organs rearranged in weird places, man. This is horrible. I can't believe this is happening. Karara, help me.
Kids, you finally realized that Kyoshika has freakishly good luck. But only for completely worthless things, like this pissant little game.
What a useless trait. I'm pathetic. I can't even be Kyoshika. I don't know what to do with you, man. This is the exact opposite of what I was hoping for. I'm scum, I'm trash, I'm a maggot.
Huh.
Did I accidentally do something again? Yes. You don't even know the fact that you're not supposed to be alive. You have no idea.
Hey!
I'm so sorry, Takimaru. I chose an even worse opponent than I did yesterday. What do we do? I couldn't bear to see Takimaru with his self-confidence so completely shredded. It was a horrible tragedy, like watching a train wreck. I sure hope I can find him a suitable opponent tomorrow. No. No, you're not. Ming.
Get prepared.
Shut up, Egg. I'm trying to deal with depressed Takimaru. I thought about him last night in bed. Maybe the one-on-one practice games are the problem. If I can get 4 or so people at the table, he might be able to beat one of them. And maybe he can learn from watching how others play. I guess I should try to round up a group then. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Is everybody who's playing? I think you were wise to choose me. I'm as worthless at poker as I am at everything else. Come on, Shoma. Don't put yourself down like that. Shoma, Gaku, and Nozomi. What about the you want to talk about strange combinations? It's not like Takumi picked you, right, Takumi? Yeah. It'd be a lie to say that wasn't part of my criteria, but still. I had a feeling this combination of players wasn't going to make it for a regular game. It bothered me that Takimaru had become so untalkative after yesterday's loss, but it was time to try a 4-person game. Oh, Jesus Christ. Takimaru, you're hopeless.
Swap out.
Does that mean you actually have a great hand tucked away there, Nozomi?
Oh, not at all. But you must be feeling lucky if you're interrogating me.
Takimaru is so hopeless.
Well, maybe I'm secretly a poker genius. How nice. Well, I'm fully expecting to end up dead last.
Is that so? You have a passive play style, but you know when to fold. That's a good strategy. Honestly, it's not too dissimilar from what the pros do.
Really? She's right. This is a pretty evenly matched game. I'm enjoying it.
Takimaru is not saying a word.
Playing like this is a blast.
I guess it is fun.
This game is starting to have a nice, friendly vibe. It wasn't what I set out to accomplish, but it was nice in its own way. Meanwhile, though, Takimaru...
Forget it. I fold.
Got it.
He lost his spirit. On paper, it's a good thing that he's gone over his reckless style of playing, but...
Crap, I fell to 3rd place. I never should have messed up like that. I can't believe I came in 2nd. I'm so sorry, everyone. Don't be sorry. That was pure skill. But me coming in 1st was just a fluke, for sure. But dude, that was fun. Let's do it again sometime.
Takimaru. Why on God's green earth would you ever agree to a bet with frickin' Yugamu?
I'd love it if everyone else could join in next time. Right, I'll make sure to lose next time.
The 3 of them enthusiastically analyzed their game. I guess all that matters is that they had fun. Meanwhile, Takimaru is contemplating jumping off the building right now. But this was all meant for Takimaru, and he looked dead inside. It was like he expected to come in dead last.
Takimaru, this time might not have worked out, but you'll win for sure next time.
Sure. Crap, he's completely lost all motivation. I guess getting trounced by Kyoshika really hit him hard. It's no longer a question of who he should play. Maybe I should be more concerned about fixing his mental game before the rematch. I don't know what to do with him at this point. I didn't feel any of Takemaru's usual overwhelming spirit today. It looks like he's completely given up on the idea that he might win. How's he going to beat anyone, let alone Yugano in this state? I need to find a way to get him past this. We could do the best strategy of all. That's right, we're going to cheat.
Get prepared. Be ready to.
At this point, cheating might be Takemaru's only hope. 4 days until the rematch. I haven't improved at all. If anything, I think I've sent him back. How do I fix this? I don't really want to do this, but maybe I have to ask him for help. Oh, Eito. Help, Eito. I'm going to call you Fako because I don't think you're the real Eito. It's become somewhat of a habit for you to come to me for advice, hasn't it?
Hey!
Yeah, unintentionally. I really don't want to owe him any more than I already do. I can't deny that Eito's advice has been surprisingly helpful. But I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you this time.
Huh?
What? In fact, I have to ask, why did you think I'd be of any use in this situation? It doesn't matter whether Takemaru gets tortured or not, does it? Now that he says it, that might be true, but still. I mean, you know what? I didn't even think of that, but you're right. It doesn't matter if he gets tortured. He can just die and he'll come back good as new. There's no turning back now. I'm so sure Eito would help me find a way forward, but now I'm at a total lost. Oh!
I heard everything.
Ah!
I might be able to assist you with Takemaru.
Huh? Really? Is Ava even good with cards? I thought she even knows the rules.
It is clear that Mr. Takemaru's mental potential is greatly diminished. I believe what he needs is to address that problem rather than the technical aspects of the game.
I see. She has a point. Not bad, Evie. Evie?
You are far too kind, Etienne. 80.
80? Evie? 80? We were cage neighbors in the courtyard. We went through some stuff together and now we've bonded.
We are BFFs. Yay. Peace and love.
I give up. Anyway, I guess it couldn't hurt to let Ava deal with Takemaru. Then would you mind seeing what you can do?
Leave it to me. I will show you a miracle turnaround.
Okay. And that's how I ended up leaving Ava to take care of Takemaru. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried, but I guess I'll just pray things turn out for the best and get some sleep. I don't trust this at all. I still don't know what's real anymore. Bing bong. I don't want to hear it, Egg. Shut up! Morning already.
Huh?
Wonder how Takemaru and Ava are doing. Go checking on them later. What's happening in here?
I am Ava, your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to.
Oh, Jesus.
The first and last words out of your filthy sewer will be, sir. Do you understand that, maggot?
Thank you.
Sir! Yes, sir!
Bullshit! I cannot hear you! Sound off like you got a pair!
Sir! Yes, sir!
What is going on in here? Ava?
You are the lowest form of life on Earth. You are not even a human fucking being. You... Jesus Christ. You are nothing but an unorganized grab-astic piece of invader shit. What happened? Did Sirei re-brainwash you to help with this? It's my mission to trim all the useless fat from the Special Defense Unit. I will bend you over until I can reach to it. Okay. I'm gonna pass out. Do you think I'm cute, Bryce? Do you think I'm funny? Why that disgusting grin off your face? You will not laugh. You will not cry. I'm leaving. I pretend to not see what I just saw and left the rec room. What do I know? Maybe this is the kind of rough treatment is exactly what he needs. I need to get out of here. What just happened? Takemaru spent the rest of the day getting beamed back into shape by Ava. Literally. I felt a bit sorry for him, but if anyone was tough enough to survive this, it was Takemaru.
I think, anyway. I don't need an egg. I'm in shock right now. I'm in complete and utter shock at the things that Ava said. Okay, cool. Day 55. That means a rematch with Yugamu's the day after tomorrow. I guess I should see how Takemaru's doing. I'm half expecting him to just be a puddle on the ground.
Next question, Mr. Yakushiji.
Oh, Jesus Christ, she's swapping.
What cards do we swap when we have this hand? Be a good boy and answer your teacher.
I want to tear out my eyes.
Huh?
Ava, teacher, your face is real close.
Okay, this has gotta be Sirai doing this. What are you doing?
Just my face?
Not just your face, I can feel him against me.
Her vibe seems way different from yesterday. Not even her vibe, her whole personality. Oh, that's Dolmenic Cognitive Reconstruction Therapy for you. Dolmen what now? Oops, sorry. Those words don't mean anything to you, do they? Simply put, Ava switched to a personality better suited for teaching. Is that even possible? It seems like even Takemaru's personality has changed.
Hey.
That's just because he was torn down and built back up again, Marine Corps style. Not bad, Ava. Maybe I should take a page out of your book.
Well, do you feel Teacher Ava's sweet lessons making you better?
Yes, I've never felt better in my life.
Well, as long as this gets results, I guess. Now in alluring female instructor mode, Ava coached Takemaru late into the night. I was a little worried about whether or not she'd be back to her usual self tomorrow. Her usual self? Wait, what is her usual self anyway? Something's bothering me, but I can't. Too sleepy to think. Oh, great. I'm very scared about what we're going to end up seeing at the end of this route. Shut up, Egg. It's all your fault that this is happening. The rematch between Yugamu and Takemaru is finally coming up tomorrow. Now all hope for victory rests with Ava. There's no way things have escalated and gotten even more ethically dubious since yesterday, right?
Through internal process of release and purification, your soul has reached a new stage.
What is this music mean?
Yes, all my worldly desires and tumultuous emotions are now calm.
Indeed, this is a path to enlightenment and serenity.
What is this cultish behavior? What is happening?
You see how your emotional libido has reached paradise through qualitative collapse.
Yes, and I see a light, an orange light.
What is this?
Oh, Mr. Takumi, I overstimulate his emotional state to the point of destruction.
So you've basically killed him mentally, is what you're saying. Thanks, Ava! Siri, put him in the contraption, please. Siri, just put him back in the contraption and make him back to normal, please. Overstimulate? Is that what was going on yesterday?
Yes, the female teacher experience was too much for a healthy, delinquent male student. As a result, his impulse for desire was overridden, and now he's in the ideal state to receive an education. Now all that's left is to drill the necessary techniques into his head and at the optimal efficiency rate.
Hey!
I see. This isn't exactly what I was expecting, but I was right about things being pretty wild over here.
Teacher, I'm streamlining intuitive actions items and synergizing revolution.
By the end of this route, I'm gonna have, like, finger-shaped holes in my freaking eyes.
Very good. Continue to use your alpha to kappa your beta.
Get me out of here! I have no idea if it was right to leave Takemaru in Ava's hands, but it was not! It was not right! Come what may, the rematch is tomorrow. At this rate, I'm kind of just expecting Yugami sees what's happening to Takemaru and just begs him to stop acting the way he's acting. Sire, get the contraption ready. I know I hate you using it, but at this point, just please make him normal again. All you can do now is roll the dice and watch what happens. It's time. I'm gonna have an aneurysm over this. Shut up, Egg, and get the machine ready. So the rematch was upon us. I doubt how much competition Takemaru can really provide, but no matter what happens, I need to see how this competition ends. Takemaru and Yugami were already squaring off on the table in the rec room. It was right behind Takemaru like a true coach. You actually came to face me. How delightful.
Who do you think you're talking to? I never back down.
Looks like you went full circle and came back around to the Takemaru we all know and love. Great. What happened? Which means I can't say I'm super confident he's going to win. Before we begin, allow me to reaffirm the terms of our agreement. As I mentioned before, as an assassin, I value the importance of a proper contract. When you lose, you'll immediately be my guinea pig to torture without mercy. Yami's words caused a shiver to run down my spine. I doubt he was bluffing. Even if Takemaru is a friend of Tim, he won't show him an ounce of mercy.
Hey! Yeah, no shit. You think you're gonna get me to chicken out this late in the game?
No, I was merely making sure. Now then, time for a rematch of our poker game.
All right there. We ain't playing poker.
What? Huh?
We're playing Old Maid.
Ah, yes, the only way to win is to not play the correct game at all. What in the world are you on about? I didn't take you for a jokester. This is no joke.
Yugami, you said yourself. You said we play cards again in 9 days.
Oh. Technicalities, schmecticalities. Oh, that's right, you really did say that. I see. I do remember saying that. In other words, as long as it's a card game, it does not violate your contract. A contract, you say? You found yourself of a nice loophole, haven't you? Very well. I agreed to playing Old Maid for our rematch. I see. They use Yugami's own allegiance to contracts against him. If this is Ava's strategy, that must mean they've been secretly practicing Old Maid for the past 3 days. She might have given him the advantage, relatively speaking. But even with this, can Takemaru win? I don't even know what Old Maid is. A 1-1 game of Old Maid is a game of pure bluffing and poker faces. Takemaru is likely still pretty bad at both those things. And so began the game of Old Maid that would determine whether or not Takemaru would be tortured. Naturally, the cards in your hand kept depleting unless you have the Old Maid.
What a wonderful game. We both know the Old Maid is in your hand right now. It's do or die. Can you get me to draw it or not? One-on-one Old Maid is quite the thrill.
Enough stating the obvious.
Is it basically just... I don't know.
Draw a fucking card. If you dare.
Oh, for the love of murder, you're so impatient. We should be savoring this.
Yama made a show of hovering his finger between the two cards. Of course, he was carefully observing Takemaru's expression. The lack of any change in his face was honestly shocking to see. Takemaru had been so horrible at bluffing before. Was this because of Ava's training?
You've come a long way for someone who couldn't maintain a poker face to save his life. But unfortunately for you, it won't work on me. This must not be the Old Maid.
Yugami confidently plucked one of the cards from Takemaru, and then revealed the pair of sevens now in his hand.
Honestly, I couldn't read anything from Takemaru's face.
This is bad. Mr. Omokage is not looking at his face.
What?
Huh? What else is there to look at?
Ava's right. I'm looking at Takemaru's muscles.
Oh.
My muscles?
Try as you might to hide your expression. There are some involuntary actions that can't be controlled.
Oh, great.
Your tension and emotion appear as minute changes in your facial muscles.
Of course, the freaking assassin knows
I can
this.
read them. Thanks to my medical knowledge and professional experience, that is.
He just whipped out a new skill during a kid's game like this is a full-on battle. This doesn't look good. There's no way Takemaru can win now.
You should be proud of the fact that you've come far enough to make me use these tactics. And you should lament that you have to fight me with the Old Maid in your hand.
The number of cards in their hands continued to deplete. Yugami never drew the Old Maid even once. The last Takemaru was holding 2 cards, including the Old Maid, while Yugami had only a single card remaining.
Oh, if Yugami doesn't draw the Old Maid on his next move, it's all over.
No, Unless...
Go on. Take one.
No need to tell me twice. This is the end.
Gama smiled, assured of his victory, but his grin went icy the moment he saw which card he drew.
Impossible. The old maid?
Hello.
Oh, but how? Now I get to pull the trigger. You ready, Yukamu?
Damn.
Bye-bye. Grabbed the card without hesitation, slammed down the table with his final card. All that remained in Yugama's grasp was the Joker.
Hell yeah! I won!
Splendid work, Mr. Takemaru.
How did you manage to fool me? I was sure I could see pain and unease in your facial muscle when I put my hand on that card.
Let me show you why.
Takemaru showed his other hand, the one he had been using to hold his cards. Blood was flowing down his palm. Huh? I see. You hurt yourself at the exact right moment, and used that pain to camouflage your reaction. Hoist by your own petard. But that doesn't explain how you managed to draw the right card immediately after.
That was just dumb luck.
Dumb luck? After all that?
You were just shaking so much that I overwhelmed you. Anyone who does that is going to lose in a fight.
I see. How fascinating. Well, it was a great game. I accept my defeat.
You lost, but your eyes are still all lit up with excitement. Screw me the hell out.
I just had such a good time with you. A very fulfilling struggle to the death. I feel it deep within my heart. Right, the wound on your hand. Please, let me lavish it with intense treatment.
You're seriously creeping me the fuck out, man.
What a shock. Takemaru actually won. I don't really understand it all, but I guess this means getting able to train was the right choice? Just when I was feeling satisfied about a job well done. Oh, great. We'd honestly gotten so comfy, I've forgotten.
Enemy attack, huh?
Seems so. Wait a minute. This is gonna be weird.
It's unacceptable to interrupt the lady as she lounges.
Wait a minute. This is weird because isn't... Oh, no. Something very weird might be about to happen. Because if these are matching up the fights that happened here, then this might be the fight where Edo comes back. But Edo's in the cell. Let's finish these cards off quickly so I can continue my reread of Damn Snunk. Good grief, nobody's taking things seriously anymore. Let's get going, guys. Special Defense Unit, move out. Get the blood flowing. There we go. Get it going. So will I be able to skip this fight? Because, again, this might be the Eito fight. And if it is the Eito fight, then things are about to get very wonky. Okay. Only 3 sides. Annihilate all enemies. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
What a bunch of worthless wimps!
Takemaru, our breathing is perfectly synced.
Stop acting weird.
Wait, what? This is an odd couple. How do you guys feel about RPF?
I get the strangest of feelings I'm going to regret doing this, but I'm going to look this up. I'm going to do it in a private section, though, because I don't trust this. What does RPF mean? If my phone would load, that'd be pretty cool. I could use my iPad, but It's over there. Phone. Well, it seems like it's real person fiction, so... Oh well.
Keep your guard up, guys. It's not over until we take out the commander.
Oh, hey. Except she's not. Well, there's Zenta. The mimic one. Without any mimics, weirdly enough. I thought you always summoned mimics. Maybe not yet, though. You win!
I am Zenta, the
Yes.
paragon of harmony. Even if my flesh is destroyed here, my soul shall live on eternally, and it will destroy you all.
Something strange happened to Zenta's body. What the? It's splintered all over and burst into tiny pieces, disappearing in a plume of smoke.
No way! A no ropes 200-volt double hell double barbed wire barricade double landmine glass crush death match?
How many times did you say double? 3.
No, they just self-destructed.
Huh? The hell's that about? Pretty disappointing for a commander.
Well, who cares? We won easily.
The atmosphere in that battlefield had been relaxed until just then. Smoke filled our vision, accompanied by the sound of something hitting the ground at a high speed.
What is this? I have detected another hostile presence. Everybody, look! Over there!
Dashness?
Such foolish behavior from Zenta.
Was she basically trying to prevent herself from being consumed by anyone?
Vashness.
Rose from the swirling dust.
I was going to absorb her cryptoglobin as well, but... well, it doesn't amount to any more than a rounding error. But it would be so boring to leave empty-handed after coming all this way.
Smile, Vashness slowly turned toward us. The sight was so overwhelmingly intimidating that I froze in place.
Why don't I hunt down and devour 2 or 3 of you for a bit of fun?
Anyone but me, please!
Thank you, Gaku.
Don't be a pussy! We just gotta fight back!
He's right. We're plenty strong enough right now.
Oh? Are you volunteering to die for me? Then I'll
Don't
give
kill
you
Yugami,
what
please.
you want.
It happened instantly. I couldn't even see what happened to them, but Takimaru and Yugami were face down on the ground. Please don't!
No way! This doesn't look good!
What a bull. That was hardly fun at all.
It was horrible. Or maybe I'd done a complete turnaround. Now we were in the depths of hell's despair.
At this rate, we'll all be killed.
Damn it! Not on my watch!
I grabbed hold of my weapon again with trembling hands and reflectively ran towards Vashness.
Takumi, you can't!
I can!
Oh, another one wants to commit suicide?
I had no shot of winning, but if I didn't do something, we'd all end up dead. I felt a wild pain and heard a scream. That's when I blacked out. Oh, great. What happened? Day 73. 73! Takumi. Wake up, Takumi. Oh, I'm alive. What? Zomi? Thank God, you're finally awake. Could you come with me? Everyone's waiting outside. I don't know how I'm alive.
Yo, look at Buzz.
How are you alive?
How dare you worry us like that?
What happened to me? I thought she... Vashness... Right, I tried to face off with her, but I went down without a fight.
You don't remember. You beat her.
What's going on? No, I didn't.
It was a tearjerker of a reversal. I guess that's what you call fight or flight.
Huh.
If they published that fight and jump, it it topped the polls. It was legendary.
Yeah!
Now we don't have to worry about that scary lady anymore. Your best team leader.
Huh? I watched everyone react with admiration and relief, but I couldn't really internalize it. I defeated Veshness. Me, that easily. Relax, Mrs. Sumino. I made sure she was dead. You've resolved a huge problem for us. It's just too bad our hero doesn't remember his deeds.
Yeah. Yep, a gang with a dead boss is destined to fall apart.
Whoops.
No, we'll just be killing off the minions. Sounds boring.
It's too early to let our guard down, although I do understand the sentiment.
Whatever, man. As long as we have our invincible leader, nothing's gonna happen to us. Things are going so well. We'll just be entertaining ourselves until we can go back home. But seriously, what a relief.
I guess I really did it. It finally hit me as I saw Nozomi's teary smile. Oh right, Mr. Sumino. You've been asleep for quite a number of days. Right, the same issue that happened with the revival manic with Lady Darumi and myself happened again with you. Really? Exactly how long was I gone?
Today's day 73, so you were out for about 2 weeks.
Wow, I've been out for a while. But I guess it's a small price to pay. I went to sleep after everyone had congratulated me on my success. Hey. My head still felt foggy, but the relief I felt outweighed it. I guess that's how much stress Ventus was causing me day in and day out. I feel like I'll be able to have a pleasant sleep for a first time in a long time. I know I normally end here, but I'm way too invested at this point. I need to know a bit more. Dong, bing, bong. So is Takumi dead?
Get ready!
Evidently something. I don't know anymore. Nobody should be alive at this point. Morning already. I feel like I'm already back to normal. Maybe it's because I was just able to sleep stress-free now that Veshness was dealt with. Now then, what to do today?
Hey, Takumi. It's been a while.
Hey, Eito. Why did I come to see him again? It'd be one thing if I needed his advice again. Actually, even at that, I'd prefer not to see him. But somehow I found myself coming here.
You look like you fully recovered. Glad to see you looking so well.
Eito rose to his feet. You knew I was out. Yes, everyone told me. And I'm sure you've heard things have turned in our favor in terms of the war. That must be disappointing news for someone who despises humanity. I was trying to provoke him, but surprisingly, Eito didn't take the bait. Instead, he yawned disinterestedly. Well, I suppose so. Doesn't mean much to me, though. I've lost interest in where this fight is going lately. Maybe I'm better suited to relaxing in here. Are you saying that get us to let our guard down? Not at all. I really couldn't be bothered to care. I have to question why I used to be so desperate and preoccupied about it, even. Indeed, humans are all hideous to me, but that's an immutable fact. A natural law. Maybe I've gotten used to it, just like I've gotten used to the boring sights in here. I mean, people get nose blind even to the most foul-smelling foods, right? That was a rather cruel comparison, but it made sense. Well, I suppose even hatred can't last forever. It's since that drive anymore. That wicked hostility that used to be so integral to Eito. That predatory glint in his eye that used to make me feel like he'd slit my throat in an instant if he given the chance was all gone. You've changed. Maybe the situation here did it to me. Do you mean you reflected on yourself while you've been in solitary? No, like I told you, I rather like it in here. I guess if I had to explain it, I get to live with a certain degree of comfort I've never felt before. Comfort, huh? It's a word that's almost entirely at odds with his true character, but strangely I felt myself emphasizing with Eito. Maybe it was all because of the relief I felt after defeating Veshness. Well, I can't even imagine what it's like to live in a cage, but how do you pass the days here anyway? I suddenly found myself asking him out of interest. Oh, Takumi, don't tell me you're interested in my life now. His eyes suddenly lit up. Damn it, maybe I shouldn't have asked. Well, I suppose if you absolutely insist, I'll tell you. But only because it's you, Takumi. Come on, you don't gotta put it like that. Don't be shy. This is how things work between us. Hey, hold on. Stop acting like we have some kind of special... Here, let me explain my daily routine. First things first, when I wake up early in my cage,
Hey!
Are you even listening? I guess that about covers it. What do you think, Takumi?
Life under house arrest doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Sounds goddamn awful. Actually, despite everything, after hearing his lengthy story, that initial reaction of mine had faded. It does have an unexpected kind of appeal, I guess. Somehow he managed to change my mind. How'd this even happen?
I'm glad to hear you get it.
That reaction really pisses me off.
Then you should try experiencing life in here yourself.
How would I even do that? You want me to live in there with you?
In a single cage together? I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment. But the cage next to me is available.
That's right, the cage Ava usually sleeps in is empty. Where's Ava?
Right, seems that Ava started sleeping in Kako's room. Everyone's become so gracious, although their treatment of me remains the same.
I didn't know that. Well then, that certainly means that one cage is available.
Hello, new neighbor. Oh, I'm positively sick with excitement. Maybe I should create a guide to living under house arrest as the more experienced of the two of us.
Hey, I didn't agree to anything just yet. Even though I was repulsed by Eito, for some reason I couldn't deny the appeal of experiencing life under house arrest. I guess it couldn't hurt to just try it, just for a little while. Then I'd better jump into it while my motivation is high. I'll get ready tonight. Oh god, why are we doing this? House arrest. Dong bing bong.
Get ready! Prepare. Be ready to...
Shut up, Egg.
Oh no.
Morning started early under house arrest. The coldness woke me up before morning announcement could.
Does it feel like a struggle to live like this?
Yes. At first I was completely
who's
taken
talking?
aback by how difficult it was. But it's funny how people adapt. I can find some kind of joy in the simple things, like the melancholy of the passing seasons.
What is happening?
The true joy of living under house arrest, you mean?
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be Eito's the interviewer,
feels
but it's just
worth
not saying his name?
He started to neatly sort through the pebbles under his feet. When I asked what he was doing, he told me he was going to use them to make jewelry.
Okay, what's
Visitors
happening?
from the big city buy pieces off of me. Well, I hardly get any money for them, but still.
Takami's going insane.
Though his smile was bitter, his hands were deft and practiced.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have my worries. But I chose this life of confinement.
What is happening?
I could see a hint of pride in his countenance as he explained his reasoning.
Come on, Eito. Stop with the weird voiceover. Your pretentious narration is getting to me.
Oh, you're no fun. It was so fitting.
This is only my first day living like this. Why would you want me to make me sound like some seasoned pro?
Still, mornings here aren't so bad, are they?
It is kind of refreshing, but seeing the smug delight in Eito's face made me regret responding so positively. I decided to keep the rest of my thoughts to myself and laid down inside the cage. Surprisingly, it didn't feel oppressive or cramped. How strange.
I told you, not bad at all, right? You'll come to understand what's so nice about it over time. Look forward to it.
Hey!
Yeah, it'd be even better if you were far, far away. Still, time seems to pass slowly here. I'm getting sleepy again. This is kind of terrifying. What is happening? Dong bing bong.
Get ready,
Shut up.
prepare, be ready to...
Today's the second day of life in the cage. Even though I had nothing to do, somehow I didn't find myself getting bored. Actually, there was more to do in the cage than I thought. I could get lost in thought or create things in my imagination. This could be the ideal environment for a writer, confined for total concentration.
Looks like you're starting to adapt to life in here. Let me guess, right now you're controlling a character you create in your head, right?
How did you... Wait, that's probably a stupid question. You've been down this same road.
The real fun begins when you relinquish control over to the characters in your imagination and let them run around their own. Maybe we should let the people in our brains fight each other.
My imaginary guy would never lose to yours. After all, he's got a hyperspeed Telekinetic Force Sword that can break anything down to the subatomic level.
Well, I have 2 hyperdimensional shrinking buster launchers that can demolish space itself on my side.
2? That's not fair.
You can just dual wield too.
Okay, then my guy's gonna manifest 2 arms off of his back using his aura. Oh god, what's going on? It's so quiet. Time passes in total comfort here. Oh god, this is terrifying. What's happening? I don't like this. This is honestly very freaky.
Get ready! Prepare. Be
Shut-
ready to give your life.
What did that just say?
Get ready for your 77th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! And your 3rd day living under house arrest!
Did he say that before? Like, did he mention the house arrest? No, he didn't. What is going on? That day, someone visited my cage as I lived out my new life of confinement.
Ugh. You really went in there voluntarily? Do you feel like a panda? Or a gorilla or something? I'm shocked by what an eccentric weirdo you are.
I have no idea what's I've lost control of my life, Ima. Help me.
Watch your mouth, Ima. Here you go, Takumi. I made you lunch.
Oh, thanks, Kako.
I also made you dessert. Fig and sea cucumber
Oh god, why of all
tart.
people them?
I'll let Ato have that. Just kidding. Thank you.
Still, I can't believe you can stand it in there. I would have dropped out after a day.
I'm surprised myself. Well, home is where you make it, I guess.
What is happening? Now that I hear myself saying that so casually, I realize it's exactly what Ato would say. I looked in the cage beside me, and sure enough, Ato was smirking.
Yes, I'm so proud to have raised my very own full-fledged cage dweller.
Man, stop acting like I'm your protege. I didn't do this to emulate you.
It's strange. Maybe it's because you're both in cages, but you two kind of resemble each other in a way.
Oh god. Resemble each other? Me and Ato?
Oh, now that you mention it, I totally see it. They say family look more and more like each other over time.
Ugh, who are you calling family? You're giving me the heebie-jeebies.
What is happening?
How wonderful. I knew getting you into a cage was the right decision. Although I can't really recognize any physical similarities between us.
I agree.
I feel like the part of us that's similar is the shape of our souls.
I don't get it at all. The shape of our souls, huh? There can't be more to what Kako is saying than physical appearance. I was almost beginning to forget that Ato is mentally insane deviant. Ignoring the twins and Ato as they amused themselves with the topic, I sulked and laid on the ground. What is happening? What is happening? We're skipping, so my life continued in the cage. Stop skipping days! As the days went by... Stop! Time flowed by effortlessly. Enough! You skipped 7 days! Bing bong. I heard the school bell. What day is it anyway? I've all but lost all sense of time since I started living in here. Time passes so slowly and comfortably.
Intruder, defense.
Are we gonna even bother? Alarm! We're under attack! I snapped back to cold reality in an instant. I didn't have time for this. I need to get out and fight. Hey, someone get me out of here! But no one answered my cries. No one showed up to the courtyard. What's going on? Damn it, I need to do something. Is it possible that the enemy caught everyone up by surprise and things are so bad they can't come get me? Or maybe it's worse than that. These dark thoughts are making me spy.
Hey, Takumi. You seem to be in a bit of a panic.
Ato, let me out of here quickly!
What's the need?
I need to fight to protect the school and everyone else! Just then I realized something strange. Ato had left his cage. What's going on? How'd you get out?
You've got it all wrong, Takumi.
I've always been out here. You're the one who's been living in the cage.
What's happening? What? What are you talking about? I know, you colluded with the invaders to get out.
Wrong again. We're not talking about that particular dimension.
Huh.
The important thing here is that the person in the cage couldn't recognize that it was a cage.
I don't understand what he's trying to say. I don't understand at all. Right?
Yes, just like that. I know you know what's really going on. You can't break out of the cage that truly imprisons you, no matter how much you struggle. That's why it doesn't matter whether you leave that cage or not. The outcome is the same. You say it yourself. Home is where you make it. You need to recognize the cage for what it is. That's the only way you'll find happiness. It was what swirled around in my head. My legs grew weak. I didn't have the strength to grip the iron bars. I lost the will to speak. And then the fog started to overtake my mind. A familiar fog. But I have to get out of here.
What is happening? Day 88. Huh?
You've been spacing all
What
the way
is
out,
happening? Why are we back here? I came to in a familiar classroom. Gaku was eyeing me suspiciously.
Snap out of it, man. Didn't you get enough sleep last night?
Oh no. Well, I guess.
Stop.
I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
It can't be that important if you forgot it.
Are we gonna go through the same stupid thing
Yeah.
again?
Nothing important. Wait. No. What about the invaders? What happened with the enemy attack? I was in the cage in the courtyard and...
Huh? Enemy attack? What are you even talking about, bro?
What?
I looked around. Just as Gaku had implied, there was nothing but peace all around us in the classroom. Even seeing her outside where the window was calm. Did I misunderstand something? But how? What is happening? Yo, you don't look so hot. You good? I wasn't good at all. I was in a horrible state. My head ached. I felt a sickness in my chest. That wasn't all either. My stomach was starting to pain painfully. Like something had happened to me. Is the milk you just drank spoiled or something? But I had one too. Is that even possible with this school's meal system? I couldn't even respond to Gaku's confused rambling. Not only that, but my stomach pain was rapidly getting worse. I'm gonna go lay down. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Take care, man. What is happening? What is happening? Once I finally got to my room, I fell face down in bed. I couldn't even think through the severe pain in my stomach. I'm so sure there's something I need to be worried about. Right. But my stomach hurts so bad. What is happening? Bing bong. The bell? The whole day must have passed by while I was suffering. I can't do this. I can't even get up. My stomach hurts so bad. For now, I just need to wait for it to pass. Bing bong. Another day wasted. My stomach pain isn't getting any better. If anything, it feels like it's getting worse. I don't have time for this. No one's even coming to check on me. I didn't think they were that cold. They're already all dead. Are we already dead? I feel like Takumi might already be dead. Ding dong, bing bong. Who's alive at this point? Those words raced through my head as I lay in bed, thinking of nothing about my situation changing at all.
What you see is not always the truth. I've always been out here. You're the one who's been living in the cage.
I'm going insane. I'm going insane. I'm going insane! I don't hear the bell anymore. I don't know what time it is. Or even where I am right now. Shion! The next thing I knew, a wavering, ghostly figure was looking down at me. In the darkness. His expression seemed vaguely sorrowful.
I see. It's too late for you.
What? The apparition made of flames gradually faded and disappeared. I could swear I knew him from somewhere, but it felt like I'd forgotten all about him somewhere along the way. I reached my hand out to him, trying to get him to wait. But he was already gone. My consciousness melted into the darkness. And then I had the strangest dream. What's going on now? Why is Dalsha there? Is Takumi not here? Takumi's not here, is he? No, he's not. His ass is not here. Hey, Dalsha. Skip the battle.
You've done well to hold your ground against our Shaw.
Yeah, totally.
The strongest hero of all. But your battle ends here. I resent that things are going according to her plan. But this is the destiny of the battlefield. Prepare yourselves.
This paragon of warfare, Dal Shah. He's in an entirely different league from the other commanders.
What about Takumi?
He's still not waking up.
He was impaled right through the stomach. It's a miracle
Yep.
he's still alive.
Can we win this without him?
He lost his marbles, but he was our strongest fighter.
I had a feeling he lost his marbles.
Don't say that. He's
Okay, time
He's
out.
psycho.
This isn't the time for this.
It's do or die. Our backs are to the wall and we don't have a leader.
He should have stabbed me instead. It doesn't matter if I'm gone or not.
I'll take care of Samino.
No.
Soldiers, do whatever it takes to defend
Siri-
the school.
this is all Siri's
If
fault.
this
You realize
base
that.
falls, everyone's going down with it.
Our mission remains unchanged. We will kill the invaders.
Pitiful. Still struggling against
Oh, so we're about to die, aren't we?
though your fate is sealed.
Thanks, Siri, but Siri just wasn't so heavy-handed.
Let us put an end to this extensive battle.
Goodbye, guys. Everyone is fighting so hard. Unable to so much as lift a finger. I just watched the fight unfold. Oh, great. I'm glad I don't have to fight this fight. Nice.
So this is it then. I understand your limitations now.
He de-transformed?
Now do you realize how powerless you are? This form is more than sufficient.
Ugh, I hate to say it, but he's right. Our attacks hardly do anything.
His defense is ironclad.
If only I'd finished preparing my countermeasure.
You mean the
Great.
poison? Well, there's no telling if it would have worked.
I wish Takumi was okay and here with us.
Weep not. You fought well. Now,
Bye,
let us
everybody.
end this.
What? Okay. Never mind. Vengeance just wants to kill for herself. This can't be. Wasn't this supposed to end in a draw?
Dal Shah, you fought so hard for so long. You should be
Bro, it wasn't even
honored
her.
that you were permitted to offer your cryptoglobin to me in death.
You just killed him.
You were just waiting for your chance to absorb him, weren't you?
You just killed him even when he wasn't weakened.
Indeed. He lacked loyalty. Leaving him to his own devices would have been a mistake. After all, I'm already in a position where I must consider what I will do after this battle is over.
Purging the influence of the previous regime, huh? You seem pretty confident you're going to win.
She
She
killed
is.
that annoying geezer. In a way, this is an opportunity for us.
Is that what you believe? As you stand before the unparalleled power I've accumulated after absorbing more and more cryptoglobin?
She isn't bluffing. The weight of her strength is completely overwhelming.
Annihilating you would be no challenge. But I shall grant you some reprieve, seeing as your leader is currently out of commission.
Because I got a hole in my stomach.
Are you just trying to prolong our despair before you kill us? You're pure evil.
I'll wait for him to recover. You should hurry up and get him back in fighting form.
With that despair-inducing proclamation, Vengeance was gone. Everyone hauled my body into the school with grit teeth. What a horrible nightmare. I want to wake up. Is this really a dream, though? It's all so vivid. My body underwent medical treatment.
Everyone was talking as they surrounded me. Couldn't open my mouth despite being fully conscious. I might as well have been bound and restrained. I simply listened in silence.
This means we only have until he wakes up before.
Damn it! Wake up already, Takumi! You're our only hope!
He'll be fine. I mean, he should be back any second now.
Sire, you realize this is all your fault.
Fine? Really?
Yes, soon he'll be back in fighting form.
That's not what I mean. Everybody else knows what I'm talking about, right? There's been something off with Takumi for a while now.
Huh.
She ain't wrong. He's been real messed up for a long time now.
Right. He was talking about the dead like they were still with us. Darumi and Kyoshika.
There we go.
It wasn't at all uncommon for him to be on an entirely different page from the rest of us.
Honestly, it was a little eerie.
I saw him trying to talk to the empty cage beside Ava a few times.
He was talking as if Veshness was already defeated, too. Very interesting symptoms.
Thanks, Sire.
I don't buy for a second that this was caused by a glitch in the Revive-O-Matic. Something clearly isn't right with him. And how dare you make him fight in that state?
What were we supposed to do then? Even if something isn't right with his perception of reality, he's better than anyone in battle.
Yeah, he was practically demonic on the battlefield.
Right. His presence helped us keep our casualties to a minimum. But it was kind of painful to watch him like that. I could barely stand it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We talked about this, didn't we? I said I'd do something once I figured out the cause.
Bullshit, you know the cause.
What? What's going on? I was living in a different reality from everyone else? I knew it. Darumi and Kyoshika really were dead. And Eito wasn't in that cage anymore. Which means the world I've been living in... $99.
Oh my god, stop it!
You've been spacing all the way out, dude.
Piss
Snap out of it,
off!
man. Didn't you get enough sleep last
I
night?
don't want to watch you slurping up milk again! I left on my feet and knocked over my chair. No, it's all wrong. This isn't reality. Sitting in this total panic, I rolled around only to see... Oh, hey!
Oh, Sir Takumi, why are you making such a scary face?
They were talking to me. Kyoshi, who was now staring at me so quizzically, was dead. In reality, she was resting in her grave in the schoolyard, which means this isn't reality. I dashed out of the classroom, trying to escape the nightmare. That's right. This isn't reality. How did I not realize it? No, I knew, but I'd forgotten somehow. How long have I been stuck in this dream?
You're feeling like some kind of creep. Brain heat.
Stay away from me! You're not real! I ran even further, trying to shake off the phantoms that aren't meant to be in this world. The hallway just kept going, endlessly, eternally. I ran alone.
Looks like you've remembered.
You did this! I knew it! Yes, it all started on day 31, the moment you became aware of the brainwashing. I was forced to take drastic measures to reset your distrust and suspicion of me. By making me hallucinate? Yes. Just a little application of the brainwashing device I used on Ava. I triggered a type of autocorrection in your brain to prevent you from becoming any more suspicious. You were meant to live a comfortable life with no sense of danger or stress. There, the serious problems you face are replaced by trivial issues. You no longer had to feel the mental burden of your comrades' deaths or Eito's escape. Is it making me believe Thesh's was a feed part of this, then?
Yeah.
Yes, her presence was such a threat that it created unimaginable stress for you. However, there was some gaps in your memory as you struggled to compensate for the discrepancies with reality. I see. So that's why. Honestly, I should have been frothing with rage knowing he'd tampered with my memories, my reality. But all I could think was how sorry I was for all my friends. During these hellish 100 days, I was the only one who got to spend the majority of them cozily wrapped in delusion. Pangs of guilt and sorrowful sense of disconnection flooded my hollow skull. I was supposed to fight with everyone until the end. That was how I vowed to spend my second chance at this life.
Oh.
I truly regret what I've done to you. Even if it was all for the sake of protecting humanity. That's why I will present you with one final option.
Huh?
Final option? Right now, in the real world, the final battle of freshness is ongoing. Your physical form is fighting, of course. But to be frank with you, the fight is hopeless.
Huh?
Unfortunately, I've played every hand I had. Defeat is only a matter of time. You have two choices. I can remove the adjustment to your perception starting now, and your consciousness will return to reality. Of course, all that awaits you there is your inevitable destruction. Or, you can continue to live in this comfortable dream. Wait, if I escape to my dream, won't my death in reality follow? No. You can stretch out your subjective experience in your own consciousness.
Yeah.
In other words, even your physical death happens after only a few minutes. You will be able to dream for many years. If you wanted, you could immerse yourself in a peaceful, happy dream for all eternity. But while I do that, everyone in reality... As I told you, total annihilation after the school falls is now inevitable. Think of this choice as your reward, a kind of penance for what I've done to you. As self-serving as that may sound. With that, Siri presented me with 2 capsules. One red, one blue. Take the red pill, and you will go back to a reality where nothing but despair awaits you. You take the blue pill, and you continue to live out your comfortable fantasy.
The choice is yours.
I stared at the 2 colorful pills. For hours, or maybe just seconds. And then I made my decision. We're gonna see both, but... Make your choice. As to what I would want to pick. I like to imagine that, at least in my final moments, I'd want to see the truth. I don't know if I would, but I'd like to imagine I would. I took the red pill in my hand. I could come up with dozens of reasons, but in the end, maybe I just couldn't stand the idea of escaping into a tranquil dream alone. I see. So that's your choice. A hellish reality over a peaceful dream. You've got it all wrong. The real hell is this dream. I couldn't even realize I was in hell. Here. Nor that I was leaving my friends behind in their own hell. Nothing could be worse than that. I see. I'll respect your final decision. My decision. That's right. It was all I had after losing everything in this indulgent dream. At least I could choose how it ends. I swallowed the pill, and I went back, thrust right in the middle of an inescapable death. The school was destroyed, belching black plumes of smoke. The only movement on the battlefield came from the invaders.
Nozomi!
As much as I didn't want to admit it, I could tell from her pale face that her wounds were lethal.
I'm so sorry, Nozomi. I should have come back sooner.
Takumi, you came back to us. The real Takumi. You're back.
Somi. She smiled weakly. We were already surrounded by countless invaders.
That's right. That's right. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
In her final moments, she let out a deep sigh. Then she closed her eyes.
Nozomi, everybody, watch over me for just a bit longer. I'll be with all of you soon.
I pointed my blade at the invaders as they drew in closer. I did it so I could fight right there in reality until the very last moments of my life. I had no regrets. This was the world I chose to live in, after all. It was the reality I wanted. Damn. That was painful. 23. Casual route. Face reality. But, you know, that's not where we're ending. Going insane, going insane. Hello, egg. Alright, let me stay in the dream forever. Alright, I'm about to live perfectly. Make your choice. Stay in a dream. I can't deny that there's a good chance I would also pick this option, staying in the dream. I mean, I feel like anyone would pick it, potentially. I chose the blue pill. I couldn't stand the idea of going back to a world with nothing but despair, only to die there. There was no guarantee that anything I'd just learned was even true. I no longer knew what was a dream and what was reality. It's all a matter of perception, anyway. Maybe Ato had been right. And that meant that the dream I chose was worth just as much as reality, right? As I swallowed the pill, my consciousness was enveloped in a gentle fog.
Oh.
You did well, soldier. Sweet dreams.
You've been spacing all the way out, dude. Snap out of it, man. Didn't you get enough sleep last night?
Wait, huh? Why do we all have milk cartons?
It all goes back to the milk.
Oh, did you forget? This is part of an important ritual.
Ritual?
Miss Shizuhara's joking with you. Don't look so serious.
It's just that someone started drinking one, and for some reason it caught on with the rest of us until we all had one.
I guess that's herd mentality.
Maybe we're infected with zombie bacteria. Finally, I might get the killing game I've been waiting for. Could you not bring that up while I'm trying to drink?
Fuck! I can't suck out the damn milk stuck in the corner.
But should you?
You need better lung capacity, like me. Check this out.
Wow. She sucked the carton flat. That's like a trick someone in a battle manga would do.
Irritating dregs that no one can get rid of. I feel a kind of kinship.
That makes sense for you, but I seriously regret drinking this cheap milk.
I will swallow anything you command me to.
I don't like that. I watched as everyone conversed in high spirits with a strange feeling in my heart. Everyone is here. It was an entirely ordinary scene, and yet I found myself tearing up for some reason.
What's the matter, Takumi?
Oh, no, it's...
You should have some too. Join us.
Ato. He's right. I grabbed the card and started to sip it like everyone else. Although I had the feeling I was forgetting something important. I suppose it couldn't have been that important if I can't remember it clearly. Right. It doesn't matter any more than choosing to suck out every last drop of milk.
Jesus. Huh. That gave me goosebumps. Embrace fantasy. Casual. Complete all casual routes. Holy, that was a fascinating route to say the least. Very fascinating. Insanely. Who would have thought all of this came as a result of choosing to stop Hiriko from destroying Nigo? But I think we're going to go ahead and end it here for today, because next time we'll probably start on day 21. We're starting to get real close to the beginning of the game, though. Well, not, you know what I mean. That's weird to say, I just realized. We're starting to get close to the beginning of the game. You would normally... We're not getting close to the ending, the beginning. We need to get back to the beginning of the game. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace. Oh god, they're attacking me. Oh!